going on, guys? It's your boy here, Razor Sharp Picks, coming at you live for the March Madness live stream. And I brought the sports money guys with me. To my right, I got Mike M. And to my left, I got Ramon Scott. You guys know how we do it here on a Thursday night streams where we handicap the games and we give out some winners live on stream. And today, it is a big day. Opening day in the MLB. We got college basketball, Sweet 16, NBA, NHL, and more. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you for joining us. Mike M is in the building with me. How you doing, my friend?
Excited to be back with my man, Razor Sharp Picks. Ramon Scott's running so hot. And we missed you last Thursday, buddy. I know you had a great time down there in Texas. But we're glad you're back, man. I'm looking forward to making some money. We bang it out on these Thursday live streams, and today is going to be no different.
Let's go. Shout out to Mike M in the building. We got Ramon Scott in the building as well. Ramon, how you doing, my friend?
Oh, just bored, Razor. Not much going on here. Just having a lazy old night. I can't actually keep it all straight here. Thank you for doing the stream with us. Look at the coverage right now Razor has for us, including NCAA tournament action, the 2 games here. Look out. Florida's on a run right now, you guys. That close game has turned into an 8-point game. Alabama's separating here a little bit. There's still some finishes to come. We're not blowing these games off by any stretch. That's why we're here. But also, Spencer Torkelson just hit a home run. It's 4-3. Dodgers, Tigers, Razor. I saw Kirk Gibson throw out the first pitch. He might be available to be a pinch hitter tonight for the Dodgers. Or would he pinch hit for the Tigers?
Dodgers, Tigers. We got all the action going on. We got Alabama up by 18. Florida up by 8. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Trisha M in the building. Big Scott. Talk Sports with JT. Tariq in the building. Sports Buddy Red Beard. Shout out to Red Beard says, let's get ready to rumble. Sorry, a bit buzzed over here. Good evening, says Robert. Trish M says, watching the Gators smash. Watching Gators smash in front of Moolah's girl, Miss Reese. Priceless. Shout out to Red Beard with the gifted Sports Money membership. Shout out to Beard. Appreciate you, my friend. Shout out to Stop Geo in the building as well. Don't forget, guys, we are live on 4 channels. We are on Razor Sharp Picks YouTube, Sports Money YouTube. We are live on Razor Sharp Picks Kick. We are live on Sports Money Kick. So if you do want to watch the games, come on over to Kick. We are live. Let's get to it, gentlemen. We got the 9 o'clock hour. We got some 9 o'clock games getting ready to pop off. What's the first bet you're looking at, Mike?
Excuse me. Fire me up. I'm involved here with the Dallas Stars. 9-10 NHL action here against them Calgary Flames. Yeah, second leg of a back-to-back. I got it, but this team is fired up and ready to go. They've got new components and new additions out there. Calgary's still flirting with that, probably a wild card position out there, but this game is literally puck dropping right now. So get involved, get invested. I already got the Capitals. I like the Capitals here a lot. This is a revenge opportunity for them. They're tied. The reason I mentioned that is they're tied 2-2. Minnesota just scored, and you can catch the same live number as it was pregame, so there's definitely an opportunity to get invested there. As far as the NBA, you know I'm ready to roll here, boys. I got myself some action in this Houston and Utah Jazz spot, and let me see what it is. Surprise! Oh, that's right. I'm looking at the over. I took the over 227, so we'll see how this pans out as well. But that's another 9-10 spot that's popping off, and then we got some college basketball. But I will slide aside. We've got plenty of time to talk about those games and hear what you boys are banging away on here to get these cash in our pockets. Let's go.
Let's go, Ramon. How about you? How you getting paid tonight?
Yeah, I kind of stuck it up and took the Jazz this morning plus those points against Houston. It's going to be tough, but at least they're getting an extra point now, 13.5. So I'm going to try to ride with this sorry-ass Jazz team here a little bit. Just hopefully just a little bit of an overlooked spot for Houston. Yeah, they're crushing everybody right now. They're back on pace here as far as their winning is concerned, right? They went into a tailspin, of course, when one of their stars went out of the lineup, and then all of a sudden he comes back and it looks like they don't miss a beat with him in there. So pretty awesome the way they're playing right now, but I'm hopefully taking it as a spot where they're kind of looking past. I don't think they'll lose this game, but that big double-digit number, 13.5. So I'm on Utah here in this one. And yeah, coming up, we'll look at those college basketball games that are still to come, I know. But Razor, look at this Alabama team, has 97 points. There's still 7 minutes left in the game. Right now. I mean, it's a blowout, but at least we got something to track here. Alabama on a breakneck pace here coming in. So, wow, it looks like we'll have to shift our attention a little bit to that Maryland and Florida game here for the next few minutes. We got lots of exciting finals coming up. How about this one, Razor? The Spurs down here just 1 point to the Cavs. Now it's 107-104. Cavs lead. Spurs giving them a battle here. And also tonight, Indiana thinks they're the Alabama Crimson Tide. They have 156 points with 3 minutes left in the game against those sorry sack Wizards tonight. So we're having fun. What a day it's been too in Major League Baseball today. I'll tell you some of the things that have gone on in just a little bit, but man, it's been a fun day, no doubt, with the start. Although I don't know if you caught this one, Razor, but one of the biggest stories in sports is the fact that apparently MLB TV is not working, or it didn't for the first several hours for many subscribers, and right now they're feeling the heat, with their broadcast partner there. So I was watching on Amazon Prime and it all came in, but apparently if you go right to the app, just all over the timeline that it wasn't working. So I'll catch you up on it all.
Let's go. Shout out to Ramon in the building. Appreciate you for joining us. Man, looks like that Alabama might have been the easiest over in the world.
I totally thought that we would see some pace out of BYU and that they could try, the second half of the season, they've been picking things up. I talked about this earlier. They're putting some points on the board, but man, maybe Alabama. See, the thing about starting the season off slow and then picking up pace in the second half versus a team that just runs and guns all the time means at some point those shots don't fall. And probably a little bit about what these college basketball at least the networks want to see, these big seeds, big matchups. I think they fucked around with these brackets a little too much this year. And that's why we're seeing what we're seeing. No big upsets. We're seeing these guys have been ranked the way they are. Teams like St. Francis want to get the hell out of here because they can't compete any longer. And the best teams are moving forward. Probably the most square year of all the sports between the NFL, college football, the NBA, the NHL. It's quite a year to be a public square.
No wonder I'm doing good in those contests. Anyways, Alabama has set the record for the most three-pointers ever in a tournament game here tonight. I believe 21 now, I want to say. I might have lost track.
Dude, they were smoking them. They had 33 three-point shots, 33 points from threes in the early part of the first half. I was like, man, this is going to get ugly. That's what happens. You can't go out there and fight the monster if you're you got to play some fucking defense, and they clearly missed the boat in that thing. So disappointing.
There's only one game that hasn't popped off for me that I did bet, and that was the under in the Arizona Duke game. I think that pace is going to be a lot slower than this Alabama game. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I got under 155. Looks like it's dropped to 144. But I'm on the under 155 in that game. You guys got anything Duke, Arizona?
154, you meant, Razor there. You actually said 144, but I'm on it with you with Arizona and Duke. Game 2 go under for sure. You look at the first meeting, very low scoring game when they played in Tucson. Yeah, things are different now, so I don't think it's going to be 65-53 or whatever it was on that day. I think it was a little bit higher than that, but still Duke blew out Arizona in Tucson in a very low scoring game. Even the total was lower in that game. I think it was around 140 something. And I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Definitely with Arizona and Duke game to go under. Next up as Alabama cracks that 100-point barrier here. They still got a ways to go. Pacers have 162 now.
I love Duke. I got Duke at -9.5. I should preface this. I hate Duke. But I'm betting Duke tonight at -9.5. It's just so public. But, you know, I was listening to an interview, one of the bookmakers talking earlier today. I think it was today or yesterday. And they said, you know, they can't get the number right with Duke. Duke might just be that good where they have to put a number to get balance on both sides. Doesn't matter what number they put on Duke, they still find a way to cover and cash. And the bad news, if you're betting on Arizona here, is we've got a little intersecting zero opportunity. You know, Duke comes back again that last game. Books don't know what number to put out there, and they're sitting here with a 9.5. But when they're sitting there with rest, they allowed more than 6 points. They forced more than 6 threes, and they got less than 15 turnovers. They blast that team the next game. 28 points is the average margin of victory. Kind of tells me they got through it. They played sloppy defense. They take some time to go back, watch tape, get it corrected in practice, and they thump when they come back out there. And the problem for Arizona, when you got a low total game under 155.5, and they got more than 6 threes the previous game, they lose in the dog roll. They're 0-10. They get busted up by 12 points a game out there. Kind of tells me the books overvalue that previous performance because they had too many threes. And when it's a low-type game and expecting to potentially see some defense, as you boys are alluding to out there, it's not a good time to be an Arizona fan, nor should you have your money there. I got the -9.5 here for the Duke Blue Devils to get this thing rolling. So I like the under. I love to see my favorites and my unders. So let's go, boys. Let's get this Duke money. I love this Duke spot.
Razor, check it out. Right above my head, the man has done it here. He's gone deep for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani. Home run, and the Dodgers extend their lead. Great coverage, Razor. You got us covered tonight.
We got it all. I think we got some NHL. We got college basketball, NBA, MLB. We got it all here. Don't forget, I just dropped the link in the chat to the opposite channel on YouTube. Click that link. It'll send you to the opposite channel over on YouTube. Again, don't forget, if you do want to watch the games, we are live over on Kick. I'm going to drop the opposite channel into the opposite channel. Click that link. Come on over. Shout out to everybody over on Kick. We got Perky Bumps in the building. Lucky Power in the house. What's going on, fellas?
Razor, we always want our YouTube channel. We want them to grow. We want you to, but if you're not coming over to Kick and enjoying the sportsbook experience with us, you got to do this. You really got to do it. Come on over with the games. Razor's got them above our head. We show you 6, sometimes 8 games at a time over here. It's like sitting at the sportsbook with the guys, placing your bets on your device or walking up to the window. This is actually where you want to be, on the Kick side, if you can. If not, hang out with us on YouTube. We'll keep you informed and everything. We just told you about Ohtani up there. We've got the Gators up by 10, Alabama ahead by 19 here. They're going to get it done in advance in the NCAA tournament. Hey, guys, earlier today, I know you might have seen this one. It wasn't the biggest game, but the young man whose dad sold me my mortgage, Kyle Stowers, hit a walk-off home run, a young man that I covered back when he was in high school at Christian High in San Diego. So I was so stoked when he hit the walk-off 3-run home run for the Miami Marlins. And thank you to Mr. Stowers, who gave me a great deal. I've since cashed out on that good buy. So, about 4x the money after about 15 years. So that's why I'm here in Vegas, I guess, because of Mr. Stowers and his son with his career moment today, for sure. Yeah, Kyle Stowers had some home runs in the major leagues, but not like that walk-off home run on opening day. That's a career memory you might not be able to top, especially if you're playing for the Marlins, but really was stoked to see that today.
Oh, that's cool.
Mike, Caps live plus 220. What do you think?
You say Caps? Capitals?
Yep.
They're down 3-2, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I'm already in. I already hit him once.
Mike, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about Tortorella today. Did he fire himself? What's the story?
Well, he fired himself by way of his last couple of interviews. I mean, he you know, there have been some issues, you know, Tortorella in the way that he likes to kind of play the psychological coaching aspect here and getting in these guys' heads and benching them and all the other stuff. And it got to the point where he was giving Mishkov, who's probably the most, you know, he's I don't want to give him the Connor Bedard status here in terms of expectations, but this kid's been firing, man. He's got 20 points plus this season as a rookie on top of that. And, you know, Tortorella gives him the lowest minutes of his career, albeit it's a short career. Guy had less than 9 minutes a couple games ago. They called him out. The media was all over him. And the next game, of course, pressure from within. Kid has the most ice time of his career. So there was definitely some dissension in the ranks. But, man, just the other day, the reporter says, Tortorella, you've been around this team enough. You know, you got to have some idea what they do well and kind of what their identity looks like. Can you talk to us about that? And he said, nope. And they said, well, you know, you've been around them, though. Like, there's got to be something they do well. And he goes, nope. And he just shut down. And then he said, on top of that, I said, as a coach, how are you going to reevaluate this thing and try to coach this team to their strengths? And he said, I'm done trying to coach this team. So, you know, 24 hours later, they had the meeting of the minds as the conversation that says, you know, I think he got fired, right? They gave him the option, walk or get fucked, and he chose to walk, but he got fired. He did it to himself. Frustrated season. He's not a developmental coach. Let me try to maximize the most out of these guys that have experience in the NHL. So we'll see where he goes next. I'd say Toronto.
We got another question in the chat for you guys. So what's good with the A's game? Are we riding the train early? Ramon, what do you think about the A's?
Well, I'm hearing some pushback. You know, I went over on the show this morning, and I thought that, you know, I had questions regarding, and look, like Severino here is obviously getting paid and everything right now. I actually think the A's have started to follow his team a little bit more intently here of late. And I think that they might be better than we expect. I guess that's pretty easy to, I guess, for a team like the Athletics. I think their new city will adopt them a little bit as well for the next 3 years, even though they're on the road here tonight against Seattle. So right now I'm just on the over here in this one. If anything, though, I'm probably, you know, gosh, I kept talking Athletics, but just hearing more and more people want to take Seattle here, but that line is pretty high. I'm afraid to ever pass when I get on the air here. Mike, you got anything for me here?
It's Nerfy season, buddy. Let's go. Let's take a little Nerfy in this game. A little pricey at minus 140s, but I like it. I like a little no-run action in this game. A little fun spot here to get us moving in the right direction for the evening here. But a quick hit, get in, get out of this thing. I wouldn't want to get involved with Seattle at this point. Too early in the season. Logan Gilbert. I mean, it's early in the season across the board, so it's very difficult to say, right? But I got the Nerfy there. The spot that I did get involved with, though, I took the Cubs. Last night they were over a plus 125 dog. It's come all the way into plus 105, and you know, team with experience. I love that lineup. These guys are hitters, man. They're there to go out and stomp, and you know, we certainly can see overs fly in the desert. It's Arizona, so anything can happen, but. As much as I like Arizona potentially long-term in the season here, I think this is a spot after coming back from Japan, back-to-back losses against, it was the Dodgers, right? You lost to the Dodgers, so be it. But I think they come back and they exact some revenge from that road trip and they kick the shit out of this Diamondbacks team. So I jumped in on the Chicago Cubs. Can't believe I'm saying that either.
Mike, I know maybe not, it's never too early, but I had it as a premium. You had this one on pre-gaming. It's a final, and the Dallas Mavericks have won 101-92. Talk about an easy winner on that under tonight for both you and I. In this one, I had that premium under. You had it under, and one of the easy under for sure today.
You know, it's funny. I was saying on the show today, I said, sometimes I've been so in the weeds with this fucking NBA trying to get it right. And sometimes you just got to step back, you know, the forest for the trees concept there. Let me just look at what's happening here. And the Magic under team, they get the under. And it was a low number for a reason. We saw reverse line movement on top of that. I'm happy to see that back. God damn, with this college basketball, the favorites, I mean, there's so much public betting in college basketball that the line movement plays tricks on you. So I was happy to see that come to fruition. Big cash, nice money. You know, some other spots here. The Grizzlies. I took the Grizz. I got them at 10. I think it was 10 or 2.
Money is mine. I have the money. The money is mine. I got it for the first time. I got the money.
The Grizz, they're down 4 points at halftime, but the live line's 9.5. And I still got about 1 point on top of that, but I think the Grizz come back here and can be competitive in this game. I also got the Bulls. I got the Bulls at +4, 4.5. They're down 1 point at halftime. How about that? The Lakers, man, you talk about this Pacers team. Yesterday, they outgunned. I just said, screw it. I'm not going to take the +1. I'm just going to take the Pacers on the money line. They lose by 1 point. All of a sudden, the Lakers playing the Bulls here. Bulls back and healthy. 59-58 here at halftime, 3.5 points. I said earlier, I think the wrong team's favored. I expect the Bulls to come back here in the second half and make it a game. So plus 3.5 is the live number you can pick up right now. I like that spot. I'm going to go get a refill, boys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I know, Razor, when they've talked about the Bulls game this morning, everyone wanted to point about the revenge angle because the Lakers were so embarrassed there. But just, when you throw in the fact that they needed that extra effort, if you will, just to get that victory in just a game that was kind of wild, a big comeback and needed the tip in or whatever. And I think it shows right now, the Bulls led this game, interestingly, by 10 after one period. But you mentioned now Lakers ahead by 1, so that they've had to work to come back here. So I think what Mike is saying here is that, can the Lakers in their fatigue, any fatigue factor with these guys, if Luka is that, when he gets beat on defense, he starts walking. LeBron can definitely have his fatigue moments. That's what he was having there in that, first game back in that Bulls game, because, he needs to ramp it up just to get back to, full strength the way he needs to play. So we'll see, because this Bulls team has been as hot as they've been all season. We know they haven't been a great team for sure, but they're definitely playing their best basketball right now.
12-0-1 are them Bulls against the spread when the total is less than 241.5. How about that? 12-0-1.
The Pacers only finished with 162 tonight. They tailed off at the end there.
Scumbags. Couldn't get me yesterday, and then they got me tonight. Shitheads.
Man, did I not have the Florida game on the screen?
No, you did. You did. I don't know. I don't know what's happened now. It was up in there. You got them right next to each other here, right?
Yeah, I made them next to each other now.
Okay.
Go out of town for a few days. You forget how to do this thing?
No, you got a great mix of games here. You've got that Memphis, or you got that Cleveland game up there with San Antonio right now. San Antonio's done a great job. I had to, be that guy this morning, said I wanted the Spurs. It's tough to pull the trigger on a game like that, but they have done the job, just as I kind of anticipated that maybe the Cavs could, sleep through one. I say sleep through. They're going to get it done here. They're up 8 games, just about over there in the upper left-hand corner, I believe, of the screen. Cavs are going to win, but the Spurs are going to get the money, and it's going to fall right here very close to the total right now. We will see there.
Also, this is like my second go-around. I was pretty drunk earlier today. I'm a little vibing out now. I smoked a little bit. I'm time to get drunk again here in a minute.
Nice.
My guy, Ixnizzle, was on the screen with me today.
Oh, great.
And we were throwing back some shots.
No,
shout out to Smoking Mirrors in the building over on Kick. What up, Nuke Worker? He got a gifted membership today over on Razor Sharp Picks. Shout out to Nuke buying the Cash It book bag as well. Shout out to Nuke Worker. Great seeing my guy.
Nuke.
Well, feels like our top 2 seeds in these 2 games are going to move on, of course. So just wrapping it up here, you see with above Razor here with Alabama. What a number. If you talk about a quarter, right, Mike? Nobody wanted to take even in this one. It was hard for anybody to want to be contrarian about this total. The thing was about, and you see the coach, the BYU coach. He was an assistant, remember, with Phoenix. So this guy brings an NBA. I don't know what people have kind of talked about, BYU and their college stuff. This is an NBA assistant coach that's come in here and. Look, they knew their only solution was to try to outgun this team, even though they're getting blowed out here, no doubt, in this one. But I didn't think they were going to be able to slow. If they would have tried to slow Alabama, the final score probably would have been 90-60. So this probably gave them a better chance, but they're going to lose by 20 points or more here.
Got the Smoke and Mirrors has got to show love everywhere. Also over on YouTube. On the Sports Money page. Don't forget to open all 4 tabs. 2 Kick, 2 YouTube, Razor Sharp Picks, and Sports Money. We are live. So don't forget to hit the follow button down below. Don't forget to hit the follow button on Kick. Hit the like button on YouTube. When Keith gets here, we'll start adding up the likes. So hit that like button down below if you haven't already. Cecil C says, any looks on Texas Tech?
Man. I like Texas Tech. I think that's going to be an official spot for me. I haven't pulled the trigger. I could have gone, I saw some trends on the other side of this thing too. Let me see if I can pull them up just so we can have a fair conversation about this thing here. But I don't know if it's enough points. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see what we have here.
Take a look at the line. All right, go ahead, Ramon.
I'll just interject with look. I don't have a problem with it necessarily, but just to me, maybe a little bit of a mismatch in the coaching department. I don't think Coach Cal, is your X's and O's guy, but I think they have the talent, maybe, but to stay in there. So I'll respect you on that one and want to keep a close eye on that. But I thought we might have kind of this total here, just 148. To me, I think we might have maybe the best game of the night. Now looking at these two have got away from us. We're both probably expecting Duke to roll. We might be Arkansas, Texas Tech might be our hope for a good game here in the Sweet 16, because as kind of entertaining as this Alabama game was, these are ended up to be 2 blowouts right now.
Yeah,
the way the Razorbacks played last game, man, they look so freaking good. And to get that big plus money, I don't know how you can't ride the wave.
And they do have those 3 magic letters as well. Trisha was mentioning it, right? SEC.
Well, Texas Tech coming off a win as a dog when the total's over a 125.5. They're 0-12. They're 0-12 in those positions against the spread. So, if you buy into that here, they're switching them to a big a good size favorite at this point off of that dog win. Maybe there is a little disrespect here on the Hogs. The Hogs are 9-0 when the total's over 142.5, and they made fewer than 8 3-pointers their previous game. So they rise to the challenge, and maybe that's part of the coaching edge that they might have here. So we'll see how this thing works out. I don't know. I'm just looking at these things here going, at this point, I think the way they jostled this tournament around and the bracket changes that they made, this to me just seems like they want all these big favorites in the big dance to get big ratings, and Arkansas doesn't fall into that as a dog in this space. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Well,
Arkansas looked. Oh, go ahead, Ramon.
No, just in total agreement. You were going to talk about Arkansas, and like I said, from the get-go on my morning show, guys, I've been chalky. I've been SEC. No doubt about it. I hung my hat there, and think I'm going to be rewarded here come the end of the tournament right now because of just sticking with, look, hey, if I'm a chalky guy, that's just it. But you look at what's going on here. Maybe a little bit of Maryland cuts it to within 13, trying to keep an eye on it. Go ahead, Rayce.
No, I was just going to say about the overs, the last 10 games, Arkansas 7-3 to the over. Yes, their last game did go under, but Texas Tech 6-3-1 to the over in their last 10 as well.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
But when Texas Tech is the favorite, they favor the under 4-6 their last 10.
And what we've seen tournament-wise, Mike, is, and then now that we're getting to a little bit better teams, this might be a thing that you might get away from. But remember, the first, first 2 days anyway, and then it calmed down a little bit in the second 2 days. But it was under City early on in the first halves, and then they'd be going over in the second half. You see Angel Reese here, I think they're in the crowd watching her brother on the Maryland Terrapins here.
My girl.
I heard she just got her own rebound.
It's not the first time. I did pull up the sports money March Madness brackets here, boys. And a lead change has taken place. Algus has moved himself into first place. He's got Houston. I know Razor's got himself a futures ticket with Houston. And, we'll look at Two Tones here in second place. It's a big tie here between Two Tones, our guy Subhuman Gaucho, and Stephanie Gallo. And that's what I wanted to talk about here with this Michigan State. Look at this number. Look at these guys here. He's got now, I talked to our guy. He said, this might be a little bit of a homer pick, but hey, peel the onion back a little bit on this thing. I found some compelling numbers for this Michigan State side of things. How about that? Let me see if I can pull them up here because the circumstances presented themselves the last time out, the last time Michigan State won the national championship. Same criteria. Let me see if I can find it here. Let me see if I can pull this up.
Shout out to Debbie Cab in the building. Says, what up, homies? I got a 3-pop for the next game, but I don't know. I'm going to drop it since Razor can't even say thank you. I can't say thank you for something I didn't bet, Cav. I only bet the 3 props when we're together, and you ran away, and I couldn't bet it.
Ran away.
Debbie Cab.
Huh. Debbie Cab. It's good to see him in the chat. I'm trying to find this. Let me keep looking.
Yeah, Razor, so that game ended there in the upper left-hand corner with the Cavaliers closing out the Spurs, 124-116. The Heat lead the Hawks by 10 with 4.5 to go. We have the Grizzlies and the Thunder right there in TV number 2. Thunder leading 76-71 or so. It's probably their NBA feature right now. Lakers on top of the Bulls, 70-62 with 7:50 left. Lakers off to a good start here in the third quarter. And just almost through the first quarter, we're going low here. Rockets and Jazz. I didn't. Rockets here leading end of the first quarter here at 27-24. How about on the ice tonight? Lightning over Utah 8-0. Flyers. Mike 6-3. They're going to close out the Canadians here. Ottawa 4-3 over the Wings. Sabres crushing the Pens. Sabres having a little bit of a surge here all of a sudden. Too little too late, but they're beating up on the sorry Penguins. Wild still lead the Capitals. Got a whole third period here to go. And Nashville, couldn't they knock off St. Louis here tonight and stop that hot run that the Blues are on? 2-1 Nashville, 3 minutes to go in the second. Stars got that first goal a few minutes ago against Calgary, 1-0, and we've got 3 more late starts tonight. Kings and Avs, Oilers and Kraken, Leafs and Sharks. Well, ask Mikey on some of those.
Well, let's not forget I guess I should say this. Calgary just had a goal waved off. They tried to tie it up. They got it waved off. No way they go. Daddy Cab, I guess he forgot my number because he says when someone gives you 7-0 on threes and sends you one and you don't bet it, that's wild. Yeah, I didn't get the message. I didn't get anything about threes. Is my phone working? I got to check and see. That's another story altogether, but I'm going to share this. Look at this here. Check this out. Whoop, not going to invite a guest. Share the screen, this new button, this new share screen button. It's looming ever so large. I got to pull this up on the screen because you got to see it to believe it. This is what I was talking about with our guy. Thanks, Debbie. Our guy, Subhuman, with his Michigan State pick. Yeah, he says it's a homer pick, but look at this. I had to bring it up on screen because you got to see it to believe it. 2000 national championships. Look at the circumstances here in 2025. Checked all the boxes except the national championship. 29-1 the other day. I took a little sprinkle on some Michigan State to win the national championship. Look at this. I mean, everything down to the bottom, right? I mean, check, 1, 2. Check them all. Everything except this national championship. And I believe if they do win, obviously it's going to be a big deal for Subhuman to win that bracket. So interesting little spot, I thought. Number of players averaging 10 or more minutes a game, check. Leading scorer is a left-handed senior. I don't know how that one affects it, but it is what it is. Big Ten losses, check. Won the Big Ten. Freshman named Jay Richardson is kind of a little freaky correlation there. Bottom left in the NCAA tournament bracket, rounds 1 and rounds 2 were in Cleveland. Mountain West in round 2 is the opponent's conference, and the opponent coach's name was Richard. And now
Mike, you just stick to that other chart that basically has all the teams in the Final Four that I've picked that are basically crushing the bracket with the KenPom numbers. That's a little more sound. I'll tell you one thing, Mike, that Michigan State isn't going to win the national championship in, and that's ice hockey. They were upset.
They got busted up.
Cornell
at the last second.
You're out, MSU. Look out here. Upset tonight. We cover it all for you here, Razor, on our show. And big upset tonight. BU also over Ohio State 8-3, and just over in overtime, Western Michigan knocked out Minnesota State 2-1. So we got some NCAA. I know Mike's watching the tournament a little bit.
I watched that tournament. I just bet the other tournament. It's exciting.
That was like a last-second goal, right?
Yeah. They scored it at the end there, and it was maybe, I can't remember exactly, just a couple seconds left on the clock, and Cornell moves on. Exciting to see. Let's go, Big Red.
And Florida here now by 18 with 2:30 to go. Dodgers trying to close out. Trinan's in here for the Dodgers, guys. 1 out, runners at first and second. We got a tense moment here with the Tigers trying to extend this game a little bit, and trying to get out of it here. 5-4 with 2 on and 1 out here. So we've got some Major League Baseball drama in probably the featured game of the night here, even though we know we got 2 more, as you mentioned, in the major leagues still to come. But this is a national TV game. The Dodgers hung their fancy little banner, whatever.
Redbeard's got some Penn National 1, 2, 3 exacta and try box.
Here's a little bit of that bracket that our guy Ramon was talking about here. Check this out, Razor. 96% of the national champions going back 24 years had a KenPom rating in the top 21 in the offense. 91% had a top 30 KenPom defensive ranking, and here were those teams. This was last week, literally a week ago, that we put the odds out there for these guys to win. What we've seen happen thus far, and who's still alive here, obviously Auburn, Florida, Duke, and Houston, the number ones, sitting pretty, trying to make some things happen. There's Tennessee. Wisconsin, we know they got bumped. They're out of there. And away we go. So I thought that was an interesting little number. 96% have a top 20 KenPom. I'm not surprised by that. Nor am I really surprised by the 90%. The corollary is when you're a balanced program, you do find a way to win. And here we go.
You know what I see on that list, Mike?
Houston?
There is a team that beat one of those teams on that list. I don't know if that makes them better than the rest, but I see Gonzaga on that list who was taken out by those Houston Cougars.
Oh, boy. Well,
yeah, 5 of those teams, look, 5 of those 8 teams right there, they're still alive. And they're, we only have 14 teams left. So that's a pretty good look.
Thought that was interesting to see the odds. Florida was plus 380. Duke was plus 320. Those were the 2 odds-on favorites at this point. And there it was Houston kind of bringing up the rear at plus 650. But, yeah, here we go, boys. It's starting to shuffle up, starting to get to that point. Top seeds rise and do the thing they have to do. So I thought that was interesting. While we're here, I might as well take a second to point this out because, our community poll, these polls, the chat has been coming in here driving victories here. 70% is the poll rate, winning rate, I should say, out there. And if you go back and you look at what they've got, there's some poll victories that were put out here today. Specifically, look at this. 65% were on the Alabama side. Check. Another win for the community tab in the poll. Florida, Maryland. Looks like we're going to check that box as well. Away we go. We got Duke and Arizona. These are the plays that are coming up here. The community has spoken. They like Duke at -9. And Texas Tech gets a slight edge over Arkansas. Thought that was fascinating here. 50 votes here, 43 votes on the other. It's a good sample. And again, with a 70% win rate, the chat, the community has spoken. They like Duke. They like Texas Tech. They also got some plays here with Michigan State and Tennessee. A little bit of love for Michigan at +9. And, of course, there it is, Razor. Houston, -8. Big winners over there on the post tab. Sports Money.
Let's go. Houston, your future champion.
That right?
That is right.
I got to play the game.
I didn't say what year. I just said future champion.
Yeah. Well, you left it open. It's a little ambiguous. You like that. You're not wrong. Thought that was some fascinating info, but man, Michigan State, I did have to take a little sprinkler on there after, Sub and I talked about his play and then seeing those numbers and seeing the circumstances lining up. The tinfoil hat is on, boys, and it was 28.5 to 1. Take a sprinkle. It was worth this. It was worth it, Bill.
Nuke Worker says FanDuel has me as the +100 fave to win the bracket pool across the street. Jerry Davis says funny or maybe not, but the Hogs are the public dog of the night.
Yeah, well, Nuke and I might be taking those awards down over there, those two contests. I feel pretty good now. Pete needed BYU really to score through the bracket, probably get past me, and one of the other contestants had I believe it was a Maryland one of our good guys, Spoons had Maryland, so that's really going to take them out of the running probably a little bit, barring these top seeds going. Like I said, I'm on the top seeds over there. My entries in the confidence pool were Duke, Houston, Florida, Auburn, Tennessee, and Ole Miss. So everyone else has teams dropping off, and all of mine are still alive. So looks like Nuke and I here. I'm not going to do any victory laps either, but does seem like those are the entries in the lead. So I can figure that out. Dodgers do close it out here 5-4. My man Tommy Edman, another guy who I've had the chance to cover a little bit in person back in the day from La Jolla Country Day School in San Diego. He had a home run in this game, and the Dodgers win it here 5-4 over Detroit on opening day. That's another over, Mike. The Grand Salami is going to be going over today here. So, you think about opening day, you think usually you have the best pitchers out there. Yeah, you got the best lineups too, but maybe you'd expect those pitchers to come through. That's not the case here. We've got a string of overs here today. In fact, so far, only 2 unders so far out of the 14 or 12 games that have been completed here so far today. Just Milwaukee and the Yankee game went under, and Boston and Texas went under as well. And, that one actually opened 7 and smartly went up to 8 in that matchup with Crochet and Eovaldi. Maybe a little bit of a surprise there, but some books did open that game at 7 over, heavily juiced, but mostly 7.5. So that was the second under there. Every other game tonight. Oh, I'm sorry, Mets and Houston also an under. Forgive me, but just 3-1 there. But still, right now 3-9 overs, 9-3 to unders here tonight on opening night.
How about a little shout out? We'll give a little shout out to Trisha M and her Florida Gators. They got a big W here today. But what's impressive, she messaged me. She said, this is an 86-71 type of game. They're going to win this game. Was it 87-71? Just 1 point off. Dynamic call out there.
That did go over, by the way. Yeah, great call, Trisha. Wow, right on there. And that just does sneak over here a little bit, Mike, for sure tonight.
Does sneak over. Another over as well. I said earlier today, I thought a lot of these games here, the only way I could look was to get involved with these unders because they've been catching action for the last 4 or 5 days, just continuing. Every one of them moved 4, 5, 6 points to the over. And now you're sitting there going, I mean, that's a whole different game plan with that many points coming in on this over. So I like the unders here, but yeah, we've seen some overs. Overs seem to be the way to go. I'm going to root for you boys, though, with this under in this Duke, Arizona. I'm on Duke, but I am going to move on Texas Tech. I'm going to take Texas Tech. Fuck it. -5.5. I know I read the numbers about Arkansas and the situation here, but give me Texas Tech, man. I know I was listening to some bookmakers talking about action they had and where they were concerned. They were concerned about Texas Tech. They thought that was a low number, and yet it's juicing onto the other side. So the SEC, the public loves the SEC. They're looking to bang away on the SEC. I'm going to go on the other side. Maybe that's not the best place to be.
Miami beat Atlanta 122-112 in a semi-key Eastern Conference game here. Miami wins for the third straight game. They're turning it around here a little bit right now. Both those teams jostling for position in the Eastern Conference. So Miami with the win here tonight. Tampa, 8-0 victory. It's a final there over Utah. Flyers will close it out here. Looks like 6-4, just a couple of ticks left. They might have ended it actually, Mike. And good one coming with the Caps and the Wild. Still 3-2 there. And
what's interesting, Ramon, is that change coach angle. I think every team that's fired their coach has won the following game. That's
I did it. I went Flyers.
Yeah, that was a tricky spot there where if you buy into that stuff, man, it has been cashing, and kind of makes sense, I guess. You know, you get, especially if you have a totalitarian type of, leader that's in there, like a Tortorella, kind of running everything, and you get that out of there. Everyone feels a little bit refreshed, at least for a game. They can say, hey, the it's loosened up. The reins have loosened up a little bit. We can go out there and do our thing, and hey, yeah. It continues. It was Boston. It was Florida. I know a bunch of teams here that got rid of their coaches. They've all found a victory that first game after. New voice. I can believe that. I buy it. Sometimes you lose the voice, especially if you're an asshole like Tortorella. I like it personally. I think it's, I like the style. But, yeah, young guys no longer getting barked at by a guy that they don't like any longer. And what are you going to do? You're a $20 million, $40 million, $100 million player. At some point, you're tired of the coach, and the coach has got to go because they're not getting rid of you. Now, they're not getting rid of top talent like Mishkov. They're saying, hey, this is a guy we're going to build the team around, and if Tortorella's hurting your feelings, then Tortorella's got to go.
Yeah, the season's toast for sure, so no problem there. 10 minutes away from Arizona and Duke here tonight. There you see Philly closing. I don't know if that's our game right there that we have. Philly closing it out there. Probably is, right? Because we're on with you. So that was the game I haven't even looked at the hockey with all there with that telecast. So we'll get another one when Razor gets back. So, but again, we're ready to go here in these 2 games here tonight, and going to be pretty good here. Let's see. I'm with you. Duke. Look, it's funny, Mike. There's like a handful of teams that can pull me out of my $400 worth of futures bets here this year, and still pull a profit. But one of them isn't Duke, so I am a head and shoulders guy for Duke right now, above and beyond. This team looks a little too good here at this point, but hey, anything can happen when we get to those other games, and they'll have some strategies for them and whatnot, but we'll see if Arizona can even really hang here by single digits tonight.
It's going to be a game. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun one. We got some great games coming up here between those two. We've got my action. I like I said, I'm on the Nerfy in the Oakland game. Just the first inning. You could have the rest. I just need the first one to have no score, and then that's a fun bet. I like the Nerfy bets. And then, of course, I'm looking for the Cubs to be victorious as well. All these games are about to pop off. We have a nice schedule for a 10 o'clock run here. I did not ask Razor to put the Flyers in the lineup.
If I had to pick a game, I'd go with the home teams. When I did tiebreaker, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to have, so you go with the, whichever teams we're fans of. got to talk about how about my Padres tonight, Mike? We're 1-0. They get the win. The key for the Padres here. Watch out. They picked up from the White Sox that really never got a lot of credit because he was there, and he didn't even start today's game, but he had a pinch hit home run, became the first Padre in 10 years, did a home run in his first at-bat as a pinch hitter. Gavin Sheets.
I like Sheets.
He tied the team. Yeah. I think they got a sneaky little pickup here. They do have some backup catching problems here, it looks like, do the Padres, but they've been getting dominated by Atlanta and by Chris Sale. But once they got into the bullpen a little bit, Padres were able to get the win today with a 3 runs in the 7th inning to beat the Braves there. Everybody wants to say the Padres are already on a fire sale mode this season. Not right now. You know what I mean? Like if they have the first half like they had last year, they'll look to get rid of Dylan Cease and his money and whatnot. But I've tried to explain that the Padres have settled down their ownership a little bit. They're still going to try to spend some money. They're never going to. We know no one's out spending these Dodgers, but I feel like at 25-1, I think the Padres are definitely some value even to win the World Series. They give the Dodgers all they can handle. We just know the Dodgers are a super team, so it will take everything. You can't go into a slump like the Padres did and not get any hits for 20 innings or whatever it was against the Dodgers when they finally ended up dominating them. So Dodgers did end up winning that game, as I said, 5-4. I believe the Cardinals. I think they won the game here against Minnesota, right?
5-3. 5-3 they won. Yep.
Okay.
Sonny Gray comes in. He got the 3.6 ERA. Pablo Lopez had a 3.6 ERA as well. But Housley gets the save, and the St. Louis Cardinals advance 1-0 on the season.
Yeah, and another over there.
Yeah.
So I think I've tried to add it up here. The Grand Salami was 109 tonight, 109.5 tonight, Mike. Let me look. 14, show you how good it was. 14, 20, 30, 37, 46, 56, 67, 78, 87, 91, 99, 108 runs right now with 2 games still to go. So
what was the Salami number?
109.5.
All right, so
109 with 2 games to go. And that's so here's the thing, right? I maybe this is what you were going to say before I interrupted you there. High scores, the best pitchers, yes, top lineups, but the top lineups are there mostly until guys start to get injured, knocked off here, right? So all your aces here, and we had plenty of runs tonight. It might be something to look to here for the first weekend or two if you want to get on top of it. Hey, if it's all unders tomorrow, Mike, just shoot me. But I would tend to say right now, I'm going to bet on offense this weekend.
I was going to say, there's a process of capping that does leverage the Grand Salami. And I talked about this in hockey. I do believe it rings true in baseball as well. So when you look at the Grand Salami, they typically break it down into 2 buckets, right? You got the total, over or under, whatever that X mark is that they've defined. Then you've got the sides, and you'll see the home team versus the road team, and they'll either have like a +1.5 or a +2.5 or whatever the case may be, one side or the other. When you get to a point where you've only got 2 games left and you're seeing all these games are flying over, sometimes you can just look at that thing and say, hey, we're going to probably see an under, at least with one of these 2 games here that's finishing this thing off, because the Grand Salami numbers usually pretty dialed in. So if we're trending over when it comes to those last 2 games, you look to the under. Same thing with the sides. If you see that the home team is +2.5 and the home team is up by a certain number of runs as you get into those last 2 games, you might want to start looking at the road teams. I don't know if you guys have you ever capped based on the Grand Salami? I used to do that with hockey all the time.
Well, if anything, I'm already, on the record with the Cubs and Arizona game to go under there. Again, contrary, a lot of people not a lot of people trust many unders, obviously, at Arizona. So it was a little bit, I felt kind of contrarian with the spot. It's one of the highest totals on the board today. Like I mentioned, there was really no 8.5s. Except for that Cleveland-Kansas City game. And that was only after we saw the pitching change there from Bybee to Lively we were on the air this morning, Mike, when the when the scratch of Bybee came through and Blake Lively was inserted into the starting spot for opening day there. So it made it a little bit tough. Still, Cleveland kept their dominance over the Royals, won that game. It was a back and forth game and was one of those that was tied late, but then the Guardians pulled away with 3 runs to get that win over Kansas City. Wilmer Flores had that big home run in San Francisco's road win at Cincinnati tonight, 6-4 for the Giants. That was the first time in team history that the Giants had ever won on the road in their last at bat on opening day. Now, that sounds like a Mikey Money kind of criteria there, but figure this team's been around for a long time, the Giants franchise. First time ever they won a game on the road on opening day. So on a go-ahead home run. So big performance there by the Giants today. Baltimore smashed Toronto today as well. With one of the performances of the day for sure. Everyone's talking about Tyler O'Neill, home run on opening day there. Oh, we've lost our feed. I don't know if Razor can hear me. I know he might be away right now, but
no, I can hear you. We lost what?
The kick feed is off. Or no, maybe that's just me. Let me I'm sorry, Ray. That's just me.
Okay.
This kick works very interesting how it says offline, and it's only on your viewing. I've very right, and it'll still be on. So, got just a little confused there. Well, didn't know you were back. See, the whole time I didn't know you were here because my thing was probably frozen.
Yeah, I just want to talk about something real quick. You know what sucks?
Losing.
When you're a pitcher and you get 13 strikeouts and you still lose.
Yeah. Sounds like a Mets play right there.
Oh man, should we talk about the Mets too? How they choke?
Let's go. I love talking about the Mets choking.
You love to see the Braves lose, the Mets lose. It's a great day.
Yeah.
If the fucking Pirates didn't choke it, Phillies could be on top. But Marlins got a W today too.
I took a juicy under 3.5 on that Marlins Pirates game. It was sweaty in that 5th inning. They had base runners. Pirates had runners on 1st and 3rd after scoring the 2 runs there. So it was I think it was a 2-1, I think, at that point. So I'm sweating now. And then the Marlins started stacking up the deck, and I'm like, oh man, what are we going to see here in this game? And they came through. But the game hits the over. To Ramon's point, the overs have been popping today.
Yeah,
Boston
on last year opening day too.
The Red Sox take down the Rangers. Lots of love for the Red Sox to win the AL East this year. Not so sure I can buy into that. You know what was crazy is a lot of people were saying the Yankees to miss the playoffs, and I'm looking at this Yankees lineup, and I thought it was pretty stacked here. You got Judge, Bellinger, Goldschmidt, Chisholm right in the middle of the order. You got Volpe at the end there.
Right, Mike, Yankees lineup or Mets lineup? Which one would you take, honestly?
I would rather have the Yankees lineup.
Right?
I can't get behind the Mets in any way, shape, or form. But on top of that, yeah, I mean, the problem with the Mets, and I said this last year as an RBI guy and a hitting prop guy, anytime I need anybody, specifically Pete Alonso, when I need these guys to go out there and smack balls around, they just don't do it. And here you go again, 3-1 against Houston. Lindor gets, 4 at-bats. He does get an RBI, 2 strikeouts. Soto, everyone's telling him he's a traitor. I don't know why he's a traitor. Or they said something about sell out. They were changing the jerseys in the Yankees saying he's a sellout. I was thinking to myself when I saw that, you fucking got him in a situation where he was selling out. So he moves on. It is what it is. But Pete Alonso, 2 at-bats, 1 hit, 2 walks. Still 500 batting average here, but
the Yankees lineup is so stacked that their DH bats 8th. That's how good they are. Their DH, who only hits, he's there just to hit, and his DH is batting 8th. That's how stacked the Yankees lineup is.
They're loaded, man. And they look good today doing it. They came out early. They kept it going. They kept the pressure on after the Peralta change, and they definitely used their full bullpen. They had, 6 guys go in the bullpen there, but Rodon came through and gets the dub. Interesting play there. But yeah, Toronto, man, the Blue Jays, those are my guys. That's my AL team here. And 12-2 with Barrios. Barrios got a 10.8 ERA after the day's game. Tough sledding. Tough sledding for them boys.
Hey, if anybody, looking for some action here or some excitement, take a look at the one right there above the Alabama game, above Mike's head. We got a good one here with OKC right now, up on this one, 96-92 here with under 10 to go in the fourth quarter. So we got a little something going on here in our NBA games tonight.
Keith, he's still alive to his Arizona plus 4,000. He's looking for Arizona to get it done tonight.
Ooh.
I'm looking for them to get it done tonight, too. I would love to see Duke get eliminated.
I don't know if you saw it just a second ago with the 2 screens above Mike and Razor there. They were, the Arizona game starting, and they had the Alabama kind of a post game. It's not the Alabama games post game, but just the regular. And Allie LaForce was on both screens at the same time doing 2 different things. Talk about editing.
It was multitasking.
Interviewing a kid, and then she was doing the little intro there as we're ready to go here. Tipping off right now with Arizona and Duke. Sweet 16 action here from New Jersey. Kind of a pseudo home game for Duke, too. We kind of didn't throw. I don't remember. You know what? That should have been thrown into all my previews. I think I've ignored that fact anytime Duke is playing up here in the Metro, Mike. I'm sure the Cats have some fans, but they are Duke fans. Come on. Duke grabbed the first bucket. We're underway. Memphis is really hanging in here tonight for sure.
Not the Bulls, man. The Bulls were fucking. Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Lakers 16 here, yeah.
Embarrassing.
And it looks like we might get an under out of this. We'll see, but 13-point lead there for the Lakers. Could the Lakers be putting it into overdrive? You mentioned the standings here a little bit. Lakers, right now it's a jumbled up, really, when you got Denver, Lakers, and the Grizzlies in that 3-4-5 spot right now. And I did mention this morning, Mike and Razor, Clippers 60-1 to win the NBA championship. Look, I know that our top teams are good, but maybe in a certain way, maybe just explaining that maybe the Clippers are right now a little bit underrated for what they might be able to do in the playoffs, especially with Memphis kind of fading there, and Clippers with some stars, obviously, with if Harden stays healthy. And right now, Kawhi's numbers are really off the charts. He's averaging 27, 11, and 7 for the last and playing in all the games. Last, I believe, 7 or 8 games in a row with almost the exact stat line in every single game. So that just shows you the type of player Kawhi is when he's healthy. And again, I think there's a part of a pace to his season, knowing that he can't play every game. It's not that Kawhi is hurt at certain intervals. There's just times that he's just has to pace himself because of the fact that, well, he's got no cartilage in his knees.
Looks like we got our guy backstage, so let's bring him on. No introduction needed. Everybody knows who this guy is. Our guy, your guy, Keith. Each and every stride. How you doing, Keith?
What, Razor and everybody? Glad to join you. And I guess they delayed this Duke game because they knew I was coming on at 10 p.m. So I'm really excited about this matchup. And yeah, I've been listening to you guys breaking down these spots. So looking forward to cashing and interacting with the chat. Let's go.
Let's go. Duke, just getting ready to pop off here. You got any action that we know you are live to that big Arizona ticket plus 4,000. What about this game, Keith? How you getting paid?
I'll just add real quick, Razor, is that if you liked Arizona before the March Madness at plus 4,000, guess what price you can get now?
Oh, what you got?
Plus 4,000. You got it right. Same exact price. That's how heavy of a favorite I think Duke is in this spot. But I like the under in this one. I got a nice number of 155.5 under. I think it's a spot that, these teams, we've seen Duke's defense is very superior. And, it comes down to that. I think the defense is elite. They give up ranking 4th in points per possession allowed. And it looks like Duke's going to slow down the pace. I mean, right now it looks like a Duke 3-point lead early. But I think that Arizona's going to, listen, I mean, they're my long shot, but I think they're going to struggle, especially from 3-point range. They don't really do well away from home. I know this is a neutral site, but I look for Duke to get it done. But I like the under 155.5. And I'll let you know the price I got on that in a second. I believe it was minus 115.
Yeah, Keith, make no mistake, you're more right about what you were saying about this is I just said it before, maybe you weren't quite backstage. This is a home game to a certain extent for Duke. They always have a huge following when they play in New York. This one's in New Jersey. It's a real good trip for them for sure here. And you're right. I think even though Arizona's off to a nice start, both teams are hitting here. Actually, we're off to a little bit of an over, but I do agree with your assessment, because I think Duke is kind of a college team. They want to slow it down. They want to play it deliberate. We think of, they got the superstar in the game, certainly, and they can put up big points, but I think they still play it a little bit more to the vest like a college team here, but still a flag out there. We'll see. This is a hot start, though, right now. Arizona leading 11-10.
Who's dancing in that bottom screen there? What we got in the middle there? Game is that?
It's
That's the Houston Rockets.
Okay.
I was thinking about taking Arizona first half to cover the spread, but I didn't want to mess around. I think that in the end, I think Duke's going to get it done. But, Baylor stuck around for a while last game, which was kind of surprising, and then Duke just blew them away.
Let's go. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button down below, share the video, and subscribe. We got to get to 50 likes on both channels. Don't forget, we are on both channels on YouTube, Razor Sharp Picks, and over on Sports Money. We're also live on Kick. If you need a place to watch the games, come on over. We are live on Kick.
Oh, what a great setup here. I see myself on Kick here. And yeah, I mean, did you guys talk about this Texas Tech and Arkansas spot at all yet?
A little bit of action. What do you got in this game?
I like Texas Tech. I really do. I think that, Arkansas kind of struggled. I mean, listen, they got the job done with St. John's, but they struggled for 3-point range. This was my angle tonight, was teams struggling from 3-point range. And I found that Arkansas kind of filled the bill again. And Texas Tech, I think, is going to have more scoring opportunities. And Arkansas actually ranks 131st in turnovers per possession. And, Texas Tech is actually 52nd in that category. So they turn the ball over less. So I like Texas Tech minus 5.5 at minus 110.
All right. Well, I'm going to not rain on Keith's parade, but we are getting word just now. Pretty much, it was a little bit expected, but it wasn't official yet here for Texas Tech. We're trying to see if Chance McMillan could make this lineup here tonight. McMillan, of course, has missed 3 consecutive games, but he was targeting here to try to make it. But no, he's not going to be making this lineup still here tonight. So McMillan will miss one more. Hopefully, my man from Vallejo, California, can make it back for the next game should they advance here for the Red Raiders. He's certainly a key piece to this team, the guard, but he will miss tonight. I mean, he's definitely, he's a top 10 player in the KenPom offensive ratings this season. So he's a very, very efficient player. He's not a superstar. We know this team is all about, JT Toppin, but McMillan is if he was in there, it would be a very, very key for him. I mean, his statistics are really something else. Some of the best in the remaining teams in the tournament. So.
It's interesting you see that, Ramon, now, because with the player out, the actual line didn't move, but the money looks like I got -5.5, -110, and it's currently -105.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting maybe too much of a move, as the word had come down that it was going to be official here. It came down within last, I think it was at about 15 to 20 minutes ago, but I think the writing was on the wall with him in the game, so I don't think you're going to see any movement regarding that news. It would have been the other way should he have been announced in. They probably would have moved to a 6.5-point favorite possibly. So did see a goal here just a few moments ago, as it looks like the Wild might have got an empty netter here. They're going to close out the Capitals, call it an upset tonight for the Wild, getting the win over the Caps tonight.
Shitheads.
I'm glad I was able to join you guys here, and it's still sports night's young, so looking forward to it.
Calgary scored as well. It's 1-1. Dallas and Calgary 1-1.
All right, good.
5 minutes away from the start of that Arkansas-Texas Tech game. Also just underway. Cubs in Arizona, top of the first. I'm watching my Athletics here. We just call them the Athletics. And right now, no score, top of the first in the matchup at Seattle here. And also, we got a fantastic finish coming up in the game here, right above Mike and Razor with OKC late here right now, just under 6 minutes to go. Thunder pulled ahead a little bit, 104-99, but Grizzlies doing a good job here. They've been in the game all the way, but Thunder right now in a little bit of a run here, and the Razors done us a solid. The Lakers here by 10. Bulls have closed it just a little bit, but they're going to need to do something here with 6 minutes to go right now. Lakers by 10 over the Bulls tonight. I'm probably headed under here.
Shout out to Redbeard with the gifted membership over on Razor Sharp Pig. Shout out to Redbeard every time we get a new member. Every time we get a gifted member, we take a shot as a thank you and a welcome. Shout out to Redbeard. Thank you for the gifted membership. And welcome to the club, Chris Denny. Cheers.
Cheers. Let's go.
All right, I did add Texas Tech in the first half as well. I got the -2.5 for Texas Tech in the first half. Texas Tech full game -5.5. Arizona pulling up on Duke here, 16-12. They're blowing them out, boys.
Well, you're watching. Hey, Arizona's had some perfect possessions in this game so far, and Arizona scored on them. They're doing a great job right now. I
figure that Baylor, if Baylor can hang around in the first half a little bit, then Arizona's got a shot. I mean, especially the first half here.
The Oakland Athletics do blank out their first 3 at-bats there. We're down to Seattle, the bottom of the first inning. Looking for the Nerfy, boys. First Nerfy of the season for me. Let's see if we can get there.
All right. We're ready to roll here with Nerfy Land. I've got that one. Hey, A's are one of my featured teams in my life, Mike, so they've got a big screen here for me right now. I'll be watching it with you.
I saw some
when are they going to be in Vegas next year?
It's 3 seasons in Sacramento.
Wow.
What I explained was they are getting a lot of support. It does sound like a transient situation, but Sacramento loves sport. They love the Kings, obviously, as bad as that franchise has been. They are adopting the A's here a little bit, and they will be well received in Sacramento. 3 years, worth of play there in that minor league park.
Cool.
That Vegas stadium looks pretty sick, though. The way they got the outfield out there with the strip. You got the strip down the left-hand side, and that's pretty cool. I'm excited to see that.
It's been a big stink, because it's always a big hassle here, but it's always going to get done in Vegas. Vegas has proved it now time and time again, Mike, with some of these, with these teams. There's no doubt about it. this town is big time. I've learned that.
It looks cool. It looks like a great stadium. I wouldn't expect anything less with Vegas. They do it right. Obviously, the NHL got it figured out there. They got the Raiders in there now as well. I saw a stat the other day, or I guess it was just a meme that they were making fun of Oakland. They said in the last couple of years, Oakland's lost the Raiders, the Athletics. I know I'm forgetting a couple others, and then there was was it Tesla? I can't remember.
Warriors, the Warriors too.
The Warriors.
Twitter action, yeah.
The problem is it's a relic of a stadium, and similar to my old hometown, you've got, well, I don't want to, it's political, especially in California, and you have these cities that refuse to spend any money on, they want owners to pay for their own stadiums and whatnot. It should be the ball was foul there, flare down the right field line for the Mariners, just foul there. So, you got to build it and then they will come, is what they used to say. They think that the teams are so rich that, they've got to build their own stadiums, but it's a little bit of give and take. Otherwise, if you have them build their own stadium and you don't, they'll take teams elsewhere. That's proven.
So shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Cecil C in the building, Austin Thomas, Brandon the Great, Redbeard, Lexicon, Ayo, D, Fernando, Jerry Davis, Trisha, M, Voodoo, Ranger, Perky. Shout out to everybody on Kick as well. Lurk24, Ray, Love, Band, F, Mendoza, Lucky Power, Redbeard, Smoking Mirrors, Perky. Appreciate everybody over on Kick as well. Yeah, I'm like Ramon. I agree. Just like Ramon says, if you're watching on YouTube, why? Because you can watch it over on Kick. You can see the same exact thing, and you can watch the games as well. I got people on my YouTube channel. They're like, who won Gulfstream Race 3? Well, hey, dumbass, if you click the fucking link, you can watch the race with me. You don't have to ask.
I love when you say that, Razor. If you need a place to watch the races, you can head over to Kick with Racing with Razor.
Oh, yeah. But I guess some people don't like Kick, maybe.
I know I'm always the bearer of bad news. Man, you can't tell me Emerald Downs. Could this be the last meet ever at Emerald Downs now? It seems like every time I'm on the air with you, I've got to break the news or ask you about another track. Now, they're going to have this meet, but this might be the great Emerald Downs.
Crazy, right, Ramon? This is going on all these horse racing trips. That's it.
I'm gonna have to stop doing shows with you, Ramon. You're just giving me all this bad news. Horse racing's gonna be gone. My show's gonna be gone. I'm gonna be out of money.
Look, I can't figure out how a sport that is involved with that uses gambling to help is a failure. It really is. Look at what sports betting is doing. There's no way. The problem is that we know Keith, you're the expert on this, but horse racing is so stubborn. They need to realize they need to get in bed with some of the, with these books and everything. They can make it happen, but I think they're just so stuck in their ways, and that's hurting them here in today's landscape.
I mean, even Mike, what's his name? Mike.
Rapoli, yeah.
Rapoli. He's trashing horse racing on Twitter. He says this is a joke. We just signed a deal with, I think Breeders' Cup signed a deal with NBC or something, and he just trashing on. He's one of the biggest people in horse racing, and he's trashing his own sport. It just doesn't make sense to me.
They got a lot. They got to look deep within.
Can't get out of it their own way. I mean, it comes down to the stubbornness. Ramon was saying you need to change at leadership. You need some really some ideas to grow the sport, like sports betting. So, many.
And you've said it, Keith. That wager. What is the CA? What is it called? The CAW or the
the
intermediate wagering that comes in that people are so, that is a turnoff to a lot of bettors when they, go to the window and they're stuck with, and they don't, you got to understand. I think most true horse players know they're going to get more of a fair price, and that betting a long shot isn't always what it's cracked up to be 5 minutes before post time. So we know that the odds will go down, especially even on an insider tip type of thing. But it's that computer aided wagering that comes in that kind of, bums those kind of players out a little bit. So it's hard to make money, really. You think of long shots in horse racing, but those are few and far between. We know Razor scores, but you almost have to play it that way with the long shots nowadays because of this these globs of money that are coming in on these late favorites. So Oklahoma City pulling away here above Mike's head right now. Big run.
Speaking of a big run here, we're starting the run at 1-0. That is my Nerfy betting here. Nerfy cashes for us. Oakland, Seattle, boys, cash it.
Let's go, Mike.
Yeah, several of them.
Cheers, Mike.
You can't start a streak if you don't win.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning.
I originally named my March Madness bracket that, but then I was like, they got to know who I am. So I changed it to my name.
And we've moved our sports money internal chat to Signal.
Hey, I still got Houston to win it all, so I have an outsider's chance, but I'm mid pack at least.
Yeah, but about time you start listening, Keith. Houston.
When it comes down to the sports money one, I had to listen, right? Yeah,
there's nothing worse, Ramon. You handicap a track, a race, and you like a 10-1 horse, and then it goes in the gate and wins, and all of a sudden you check the number, and it's 3-1.
Right. You know what it is. It's not so much. Right, you're not going to see that at the big races or even at the big tracks on the weekend. It's the tracks that you are, working hard on to earn your living, where that late money is always coming in, not only from those CAWs, but from the public too, right? I mean, we know
hammers it late, yeah.
Those type of races are going to get shorter windows of volume betting at the end there, and Flag's trying to tap one in. Check it out. I want to point your guys out right above my head here. The Bulls have come all the way back. I don't think they're going to get there, but it is 113 to 110 with 23 seconds to go. So right there above Keith and I is your one to focus on here. Yeah, the game is underway. Arkansas and Texas Tech there, 8-5 Razorbacks lead. But here we go with the Lakers action and the Bulls, and the Bulls have the ball.
How about this, boys? The Blues. They were down 2-1. You got them at a plus 500. They gone up now, 3-2. Just like that. Bang. The Blues are up 3-2.
Man, they're hot. Is this for real, Mike?
We talked about it a couple of weeks ago. Said they had a tough schedule, and the schedule lightens up incredibly as they finish the season off, and they were buy on. I think it was the Kings and Blues. I said this will be the last time we fade the Blues. The next 3 weeks, we're going to buy on the Blues almost blindly. And sure enough, look at this. What, they got 7 wins in a row going for number 8? Couldn't have been any more dialed in, and I can't stand the Blues. So 3-2, though, I do have a heavy hammer on this one. Let's see if we can't close it out.
So is that a team that's going to, obviously sounds like, make the playoffs, and you might fade them in the playoffs, right, Mike?
Yeah, I don't like what they got going on. I just thought it was a scheduling perspective here where
right.
They're playing they're one of those blessed teams that had a tough schedule early on, and they've got, the step down in class the rest of the season for the most part here, and they've been making the most of their opportunities. So give it to them. They got to go out there and play the games, and they came back here in this third period. They put 2 goals on the board. Let's see, 7 minutes left, a lot of time.
And finishing up. Go ahead, Ray.
I'm a little disappointed in somebody tonight. They come in late to the stream. They got one job. And they don't even count the likes. They don't even count the likes.
It's so funny. I was just, oh, man.
We are at 50 likes combined on both
Let's go.
channels. It is shot time. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button down below. Once we get to 70, we'll take another one. Cheers.
Yes.
And final there above Mike and Razor. And yeah, just another cover for the Oklahoma City Thunder in a game that they weren't covering for about, I don't know, 45 minutes of the game.
Two-thirds at least, yeah.
Here tonight, and they pulled away for a 21-point win over the Grizzlies. Wow. And under here tonight, Grizzlies just went cold. Grizzlies got stopped there at the end, 125-104. Lakers got a couple of free throws there. They lead by 5, timeout, 12 seconds left. So the cover is going to be riding here on this possession. You see Giddey there. He's had a monster night here again for the Bull. Another strong night anyway from what he's been doing. He's keeping it up here at this point, but it's not about the win here. The Bulls are going to be going for the cover here probably right now with 12 seconds left, a 5-point game here. So the spread is definitely on the line in a game that is sure to go under here, barring overtime right now.
I'm sure you guys probably talked about it, but did you see the final score in this Pacers game?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we talked about something else too. If you want to talk about it, how about them METS Mets?
I know. I knew it was going to come up. I knew it. You know, did you see last season they were like what 1-5? It was over, but you know it's so early. But yeah, Soto actually struck out to end the game, but he got a hit earlier. It's so early. I actually didn't even put a bet in yet. Sounds like
season's over, Keith. Season's over. It's over.
That's what That's what Mets and Jets fans say. It's so early. It's so early.
I mean, Mets are notoriously a great opening day team, though, and under this new manager, they're 0-2, so it's a little strange. Maybe a little different vibe there. They'll be good later in the season.
All right, guys, take a look at. I'm one possession behind. Damn it, Razor. I wasn't watching the game above my head. You're a possession ahead of me. Look at what just happened. The Bulls have grabbed the lead on the three-pointer right here. 116. Look at White from downtown. Good. 116, 115. The Bulls have come all the way back here with 41 points in the fourth quarter. Talked about it, right, Razor? Will the Lakers have some fatigue there late in the second half now with that game there yesterday? And right now the Bulls, there's still 6 seconds left. Lakers have a possession here, but the Bulls and the fans are going crazy here. They're going to get the money.
That game is awesome. Playing no defense in the fourth quarter. 41 points they have led up. Here we go.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Could they get another buzzer beater here tonight?
You guys see that Lakers-Pacers game? It was what, last night? That was
sorry, Keith. You saw it right there, Razor. Lakers are going to win this game again, I believe, unless this one goes.
Wait.
He's done it. He's done it. What a shot by Giddey from half court. The Bulls win.
Let's go.
What a finish. Unbelievable.
I think my wrong team favorite record is five in a row right now. I said that about this Bulls game. Let's fucking go, boys. Let's get that cash.
Oh, man, we need to take a shot for that. That was
You're
crazy.
not over on kick, Razor. What are you doing?
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button down below. Me and Keith, we're going to take another shot.
Damn.
Cheers there. We'll hit the refresh button, see if we can get another game up here. Let's have a night.
Cheers.
That was unbelievable.
Woo.
That was like the craziest ending of the year right there. That was unbelievable.
Wow.
Great ending. Great ending. I'll give myself.
I thought Lakers were going to win right there. That's crazy.
Was it half court? Was it just inside half court? Who was half court, right?
It was unbelievable. What a sports day, man. The crazy, unbelievable sports day.
Big dip player.
Swinging past your knees.
Big dip, baby.
Yep.
Yep.
So funny.
Let's go. God damn, I needed that.
Shout out to Toy Taco. Thank you for the follow over on Kick. Make sure you head over to Sports Money and give him a follow as well. I just dropped a link in the chat. If you're watching over on Kick, on Razor Sharp Picks, head over to Sports Money. Hit that follow button and subscribe.
Can the SEC do it again? 15-7. Them boys are beating them up.
Nordy says he's got a future bet on Arkansas plus at 300-1.
Woo!
Nice.
Says, let's go, Hogs.
I feel pretty good.
Wow, that's a great price.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arkansas definitely up here looking pretty sharp right now to start off. And Kings on top of the Blazers by 9 into the first quarter here.
The Dallas Stars have not scored 1, but 2 in this second period. They have taken a 3-1 lead over the Calgary Flames.
Oh. Okay.
Interesting.
Let's go. Let's go, Stars.
Leafs and Sharks about to go, Mike. Anything here?
Nothing jumped out. I mean, I would lean to the under in this game. I didn't play anything yet here. Let me take a look here. You know, I want to get involved. I want to bet everything. Let's see what I can bet.
Well, you're getting anything, the old Ramon discount on the Leafs, right? I mean, look, they were some books open them as high as 275, 285. They're going to go off here at 240 tonight. So I wouldn't necessarily take a dog like this. I might look to play the puck line or so. I did this morning on the show, and the lines kind of broke the way of the Leafs, it feels like, as far as the quote unquote value.
I was thinking a little bit about this under here. Let me look and see if I can find anything here to.
Oh yeah.
I like that one.
Shout out to Keith, each and every stride with the gifted membership over on Sports Money. Shout out to Keith, each and every stride says,
Let's go!
Oh,
Let's go, Mike.
Everybody.
Cheers,
Oh,
my
see,
friends. Let's go.
Mike's not taking shots tonight. He's just taking sips. You see that, Keith? Did you see that, Keith? I saw it, Keith.
Oh, yeah, and I'm trying to get involved in this game here, boys. I'm trying to get involved. How about this one? The Maple Leafs on the road against a shit underdog team. The Maple Leafs find themselves in a losing proposition. It's 12-7 if you fake them, boys.
Hey, I want to mention another great sporting event that I haven't mentioned yet on the show, but I've got it. Tonight, we've got so far a great match just underway at the Miami Open with the world's new sweetheart of tennis, Keith, Alex Ayala. She just beat Iga Swiatek last time out. She's here taking on Jessie Pegula as a plus 350 underdog tonight right now. They're on serve, but Ayala up 3-2 in the first. This is going to be a great match. This is a career moment for Ayala, having just knocked off the #1 ranked player in the world here, or #2, I guess. Jeff's favorite, Arina Sabalenka, the favorite in this tournament. But we know that Swiatek is certainly a top player as well. So you got to watch out for Alex Ayala tonight of the Philippines, already the greatest female tennis player out of the Philippines. She's 19 years old right now, and she's having the time of her life in Miami. So we're going to keep an eye on this one.
Oh, okay. I just found it. Nice. Thanks, Miami. Here it is.
Yeah, Ayala probably could take her. She was getting, I believe, 5 games in this match. Another big. She's going to be in this all the way. She is playing incredible. She's got so much poise and class out there. I hope that this is not just a flash in the pan, and that she's a 19-year-old. She's obviously going to be good, but let's see if she could just really come up with some magic in this. She already has. She's already has come up with the magic in this tournament. So,
well, Alexandra just got her. She's only plus 140 now.
Oh, geez. I guess that goes to show you here. Is she? Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
just over plus 200 just when we were talking about her. That's cool.
And do a window change up here. Looks like I got 4 games left available
Okay. Anything? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
on the YouTube TV. Or maybe we
Okay.
should go 2 and 2. Make it a little bit bigger.
You know, I had to sign up for the MLB app to get the Met game today. So
Did you have any problems, Keith?
streaming?
Did you have any problems getting the game on?
No, not at all. But I'm on a free trial right now. I just kind of bought myself 7 days to think about. I'll probably end up paying it, but it's not bad. It's good. If you're a fan of a team, it's not a bad deal.
No, but one of the big stories actually in Major League Baseball today has been the performance of the MLB app. I'm not making this up.
It's terrible, Ramon.
Oh, you've heard about? Yeah,
not for me personally, thank God. But it was. I heard on Twitter they had like screenshots and everything. It was awful.
Yeah,
no, only paused one time. I have no complaints.
One of the funny ones that they kind of did was, MLB had sent out a, like a promotional tweet that says, like MLB TV is about to begin or something like that. And then their own little quote from MLB was chills, like, this is going to be amazing. And then all the responses were showing we are having technical difficulties and everybody was typing in chills.
Boys, get an IPTV service. Let's go. No problems with these games here. We get them all.
That's so good. Exactly.
Get a Fire Stick and I'll set you up with the rest.
I got a Fire Stick.
You need the setup?
You got 10 Fire Sticks.
Yeah, I need the setup. It sounds like it.
Fucking A right, you do. It's like $20. You get everything. You can put 5 games on at the same time.
I'm down.
5 devices on at the same time. 5 TVs, 5 whatever. 5 cable boxes if you want to look at it with the old cut the wire days there. Let's go. I'll send you the info, Razor.
The one thing about the modern, view, right? I mean, maybe I'm just old. I have problems going from in and out of the app, and I just liked changing the old channel. Come on.
What do you mean? I got a fucking controller right here, and I changed the channel. I press the up button. I press the down button. I can go back and look at the cable guy.
Well, we used to do a thing where you do like 42, Mike.
No, it's not like that. Let me show you, boys. Look, let me fucking put my
setup on the TV. We really got it.
There you go. You can hopefully you can see. There you go.
Here's a little behind the scenes here at the.
Holy crap!
My camera's not working right, but it's a fucking real deal.
Like, not bad.
Was that a blow-up doll in the corner?
No.
I'd show you the setup here in the satellite studios, but I don't want to make you guys jealous.
I don't know. I said blow-up doll. You look pretty quick. You had to check, make sure it wasn't showing.
Blow-up doll.
I swear I put that away.
I just was looking at the dartboard and I thought, well, this is a razor sharp dartboard. I didn't want you to see the. Yeah. Your nose is the bullseye. Your nose is the bullseye.
Stop Gio in the building. What up, Gio?
Stop Gio's our contestant tonight in the consensus parlay. I haven't checked it out yet, but we had the Brewers in it. I know that, so that's okay. Stop Gio's one of the greats. Chat room legend. Yeah, who uses blow-up dolls anymore, Mike? Don't you got a silicone doll like I will.
No. I still have magazines. What do you mean? You guys don't use
magazines? It may or may not be true.
Sounds like a Beastie Boys song. Exactly.
They don't let me out much.
Your last porno mag. Hey, how about Arizona sticking around this game?
I was just going to say, Keith, no doubt. Go ahead.
I mean, I should have went with my gut. I said Arizona first half to cover the spread. And that was, I believe, 5.5, 6.5, around that range.
Yeah, I just on the balance for sure. Flag gets a field goal there.
Still a lot of time left here, too.
Oh, look at this. Look what I found here. Well, I didn't find it. It came across my timeline.
Yeah. What you got?
Let me turn the sound down. You boys talked about it a minute ago here. Let me see. I'll share it with you guys here. Well, we talked about it a few minutes ago now. It's been a few minutes now. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. We'll share this screen and we'll pop. This is the Cornell, Michigan State.
Yes,
11.6 seconds left to go. 32-second.
I tell you, college hockey live is a lot of fun. I mean, I've seen like some more like Division III type hockey. I went to Plattsburgh, so it was a lot of fun though. They play like Vermont. It was a good time.
Hey, Alex Fiala just broke Pagula there and leads 4-2 here in the first set. So the 19-year-old sensation in charge so far.
Trisha M says, Keith, who wins the Florida Derby?
Oh, tough one, Trisha. I would say now my top pick. I came out with a video on the Each and Every Stride YouTube channel. I mean, now I had a jockey change on my top pick. So I'm going to take him. You know, the ageless wonder, Mike Smith, will be aboard Matticat Road. So the Matticat Road for Bob Baffert, he is my top pick, Trisha. I mean, he's kind of an under the radar Baffert horse that has been working lights out, and he's like the 5th or 6th Baffert, and Barnes might not even make it into the gate now for the Derby. So I think Matticat Road's, he had a game second against Coal Battle, kind of stayed on, only lost by a couple lengths. Got Arkansas Derby too. It's going to be a great race, but I think Matticat Road makes a lot of sense. I don't know what the price I'm going to get though. A 7-2 morning line, hoping to get that at least 5-2 or less. I mean, he's still my top pick, but not for a win bet less than that.
DJ Hardy in the chat there saying, "Oh, let's go." You ready for this one, Mikey? You rolling with it?
This is the end of the Bulls game. Watch this half quarter, boys. We just talked about it. We saw it live. Here's the replay.
Yeah, this could be the Lakers are going to score first, of course.
They get there. They get the basket.
Reeves there, yeah.
They roll on up. And watch this, man. Look at this.
Eve
from half court catches. Woo!
Damn.
Iala wins her game 5-2. So
we got a guest backstage. We got a guest backstage.
Bring him on. Mr. Softy himself. The king, the president, the CEO, the most softest guy in the world. MMA Jeff in the building. What up, Jeff?
What an intro right
I don't even know what to say with an intro like that. I'll tell you what. You were jamming with the boys and you fucking acknowledged the tweet that went out there.
Yeah, people were liking that one. That
was Saturday. That was a nice little Saturday special. Brought it up and said, "Everybody retweet this one."
We were laughing.
How you doing?
Yeah, what's up, man? Now we were laughing. Hey, everybody, get out there and fucking hit this tweet up. And then we got the reaction, and we appreciate it. Shout out. What's up, boys? What's going on?
What's up, Jeff?
Your boy DJ Hardy in the chat, Jeff, did ask, he says, "Can you challenge a pitch in Major League, not in the regular season? That was only an experiment."
Yeah.
In the
like it?
Yeah, I loved it. I think I'm missing it already.
Oh, of course,
everybody would go like that. Yeah.
Like that.
Yep. I only saw like 1 or 2 times where it was actually a strike that the umpire called.
Did you see the one that went viral, Keith, over the last couple of days?
I did see that, yes.
Where they challenged it on the last 2. The umpire kept trying to ring it up for the 3rd strike of the game. And the pitcher kept challenging it, and the pitcher was right 2 times in a row on the last strike of the game.
Good stuff.
Jeff, I don't know. They call it the Houston Open, but I would challenge you this week with that this leaderboard. Maybe it's the Houston Open. Who are these guys? Gerard. Now Keith Mitchell's on fire again, and Pendrith, but Alexander Toasty, Eric Cole, Messner's up there, Trey Mullinax, Vincente Perez. Who are these guys?
I gotta say, my boy Minwoo Lee.
I'll tell you what,
35-1, baby. He's up there. He's 2 strokes back. He had a pretty good round. He went bogey, birdie, bogey, 3 holes back, back to back. And then he had a pretty solid round. I'll tell you what, Scotty Scheffler, I took him minus 125. He was minus 105 when it started, and he shot bogey free, I believe, today. So again, he was 3 under, so he had three birdies. But yeah, he shot a clean round. A little scary. I got him to come in the top 5, but when he's shooting bogey free, that's a scary thing. Minwoo Lee, tee to green, one of the best guys right now at the start, of the season to do it. So I think he's got a good shot at 35-1. I'm excited. Yeah, you're there.
Scheffler, basically what, 3-1 pre-flop, and here he is 2 strokes back. He's still 3-1.
I'll tell you what, that's not a bad play. Not a bad play. Again, he shot a bogey-free round.
Well, with this field, he looks live to me.
Yep, solid and consistent. Not bad.
I tell you, everybody, tail this guy Jeff in. Obviously white picks and everything, but your golf picks, I actually nailed them. Well, I nailed them. You nailed them, and I tailed you, especially on a couple of those plays. So give MMA Jeff a follow, and especially on the Sports Money, you're coming out with those little short videos. I like them a lot.
Stop Geo. There's what up, dude? There's we got the playbook out there. I got some plays in the playbook. You should jump in there early.
Absolutely check out the UFC playbook we have with Sports Money. Yes, but Smoke and I talked about it. We got him set up. Razor, you fucking love this thing, dude. Everything you want and then some.
Stop Geo. I don't throw like full breakdowns in there. I just throw what each fighter's style, what they like to do, and then I'll throw it out there for each fight. But if I don't have a play, I'll generally say I won't say anything if I don't have a play, but I'll say leaning this, leaning that, and then I'll update it during the week. And if I like something or I see something more, I'll take away the leaning, which I did this week in last 2 weeks, I guess. But yeah, I got some fucking I got a plus 1,200 out there. I think I got a plus 400, 2 plus 400s. I went sub style and took a fight on both sides, a submission and a knockout for each guy at plus 400. I think I put a quarter unit out there, but again, manage your unit wisely. But yeah, I got a bunch of plays out there. I'm excited for this card. And Ramon, I gotta look back to the show that you and VB shot out there. I haven't had a chance to. I've been fucking tied up all week, so I haven't had a chance to look at that. But I'm looking forward to it. I will do so tomorrow.
We'll get to maybe your guys' thoughts tonight on it. We're just 2 days away from that card in Mexico, and we know we're dealing with some elevation here. We know we got a lot of home teams, quote unquote, on the card here this week too. So I'll be interested to see how much of that plays into what you guys are doing with the plays in the playbook. Certainly, look, I don't want to if I can tilt anybody to do this, when I'm ready to go on Friday night, getting ready with my card, getting ready with my bets, punching them all in. What do I have? I got the playbook open, guys, and I'm reading each and every entry from you guys, whether even if it's a pick or not. It's really a really must see for everyone to check out. So please consider doing that. I promise you, that's how I go about it when I'm doing my entire card for the, thing across the street, for my card, putting in my plays that I send out to subscribers as well. So I read every comment that you guys put in there. Our team with Fanatical Jim, with Jeff, with Mike, with Subhuman Gaucho, you get comments on every fight and plays on every fight, and they're not always in agreement with them too. Mike's showing it right here on the YouTube channel right now, that members playbook. Go ahead, Mike.
That might be the best goddamn graphic in the business right there. I might have outdone myself. But as you roll in, you can start to see here, we're filling it out. We're starting to get involved here. You can see the fights. You can see the lines. So you can see if there's line movement. See some breakdowns on how we're approaching the fights. You can see the actual fights themselves. Everything that we're getting involved with here. And of course, a lot of these guys, we all try to look at the weigh-ins and try to figure out what we see on the scale. So this will continue to populate as we go through the week here. But I wanted to point this one out here. I've got a new special I'm rolling here, a split decision parlay. This is 53-1. I went Hubbard, Pilastri, and Moreno. Split decision, 3 split decisions. It's 53-1 over there on DraftKings. And just a little example of what you guys can find. All of our members are welcome to this UFC playbook. And it's been aggregate. You can see over the bottom, week over week over week over week. Look at this thing here. Lots of action going on out there, updated on the regular, just all kinds of different plays to get involved with there to try to help you guys make more informed betting decisions.
Yeah, Mike, I do like that. I'll probably throw a parlay out there in the, right underneath yours there in the bottom left-hand corner. I got 2 parlays I like right now that I have in, but yeah, maybe I'll throw one out there.
Oh, you get to see what we're betting. You get to see our thoughts on the fights. Now, sometimes it'll change come game time, of course, but you can still see where we're hammering, what we're firing on, our thought process on the fights as well. Nice part about it is it just builds all week long, right? So we get to the Saturday rolls around. We use that as kind of our footprint there, our blueprint as we talk about these fights and see what we had, see if there's any thoughts that have changed over the course of the week, and then we fire, and nobody fires more than we do when it comes to these UFC. Razor, I was joking the other day. I wasn't joking. It was serious. He said, how'd you do? Plus 1800s, plus 1000s, plus 800s, 900s. We're not even counting the plus 250s and plus 300s. It's been a real treat to work with these boys on Saturdays and cash these live bets and everything else. It's been awesome.
I did throw a plus 1200. If you had the playbook up, don't worry about it. It is what it is. Go check the playbook out. But I do have a plus 1200 play out there for this week. I feel pretty good about it. As like I do with the big shots, I put a quarter unit out there, but I'm probably going to play it heavier. And yeah, check it out. Stop Geo. I am jacked up about this card. We're in Mexico. I fucking can't wait. Ramon, fact check me. Mexico is the highest elevation the UFC fights at.
Oh, it's gotta be, right?
All year round, ever. Salt Lake City's close, but Mexico's the highest elevation. Obviously Colorado, but I think Mexico is the highest elevation. Oh, there's Zoe Feet saying elevation and cardio. Let's go, baby. The boys.
Also, shout out to Red Beard with the gifted sub over on Kick. Shout out to Red Beard. Appreciate you, my friend, for the support. Thank you for the gifted sub. And it goes to F. Mendoza. Welcome to the Kick Club. Cheers to everybody.
Let's go, Redbeard.
Shout out, Redbeard. Ramon, are you fact checking me? I'm hoping you are because I'm curious.
Oh, hell no, I'm just taking your word for it. It sounds good to me. It sounds right to me.
Okay, I saw you go into the computer, so I wasn't sure.
I was actually also going to mention one more programming note that we have our NRL coverage with the matches coming up this week. There's already been one, but you got Dan and Smythe with the previews. There's some games tonight, and I don't think tonight's two games are part of their previews of the show. I think there might be some props in there though tonight. At a 3 a.m. Eastern, midnight Pacific, Roosters and Titans, followed by the Dolphins and the Broncos tonight. So check out the guys. They do have the big games coming up. Cowboys and Raiders tomorrow. Sounds like a NFL bad game, doesn't it? But it's a good game here in NRL with Queensland Cowboys and Canberra Raiders. That one's tomorrow in the middle of the night. But check out Dan and Smipey on our videos tab with the NRL previews for this weekend, round 4 of NRL action. Guys, when the Bulls just nailed that 3-pointer, the Lakers became the first team in 35 years to win a game with a last-second buzzer beater and then lose a game with the last-second buzzer beater. Ironically, the last team, LeBron James and the Lakers a little bit, the last team to do it 35 years ago, Michael Jordan and the Bulls, 1989. They were on the back end of a win one night and a loss the next night, with both games being buzzer beaters. First time in 35 years.
I took a shot for that end of that game. I mean, that was incredible right there. I definitely want to rewatch that highlights, especially the last 10 seconds.
I don't know if you're with us, Jeff. Ramon was going crazy.
No, I was not. I had a couple of things going on around the homestead. So, no, I unfortunately was not around to see it.
I was
yelling. Hey, you guys remember about like 15 minutes ago when Mike was trying to put a bet in so he couldn't take a shot? Did anyone see him take that shot after he put that bet in, or was that just an excuse?
I thought he said he was sipping.
He was looking for some trends. Exactly.
I raise my glass to you boys here. I'm out of whiskey here tonight. Whiskey did not make the order, but I'll cheers you boys nonetheless. How about that? I'll raise my glass. I'll even fire up the pipe, boys.
So what do you have in? What do you have mixed in the drink?
All vodka with a splash of Red Bull.
Number one.
All right. In all fairness, we talk about Red Bull regularly. Monster's a huge supporter of MMA. Let's stop mentioning Red Bull until they give us a fucking sponsorship.
No, until that fucking cocksucker from Monster reaches back out to me, we're going to continue to talk about Red Bull.
Is UFC giving you a cut from Monster?
We're going to stop mentioning any fucking. We're drinking vodka. Vodka with a mixer. It's vodka with a mixer. From now on, that's it.
Yeah, how generic can you get?
Stop fucking talking about Red Bull and Monster. Fuck them. Fuck them. Razor, you understand. Razor, how are your fucking horses doing?
Oh, my horse is doing. I got one great horse.
Oh, I got my first winner.
The horses in the cock race there, the virtual horses.
Yeah, I got my first winner finally. It happened. Jeff beat me on the square. Jeff, that went viral. I mean, they literally clipped that, and then it had a lot.
That was awesome. That was awesome. When
I got clipped out of it, but I was probably fucking.
I was actually rooting. Once my horse backed out of it, I was rooting for your horse, and I was going like this, and everybody's going crazy.
Yeah, I got one horse. It's raced 9 times, 3 wins, 3 seconds, and 2/3. Spend the money 8 out of 9 times.
So you sell that puppy or you breed him?
It says breeding season soon, right, or something? I saw that.
I saw they have a challenge race out there.
That's what's ruining virtual horse racing today. No one wants to race their horses after a few wins. They always want to breed them.
You sound like a dolphin. Is it?
I saw one of the races. I think it's called hardcore, and the hardcore was you either win or your horse gets put to pasture and retired.
Yeah, every horse. If you don't get first place, your horse has to go to retirement.
That's kind of sort of how it is right now with stakes racing and everything, horse racing.
That's as hardcore as it gets.
Those all-in or else poker tournaments.
Racing for pink slip.
Didn't you ask if your horse retires, can you breed him?
No, I asked if I could unretire. I ended up buying a retired horse, and I thought I could unretire the horse, but no.
You better hope it was a mare. Exactly. You need a mare.
Well, because he tried to bring him out of retirement like Jordan.
I thought I was getting a discount. I thought I could
He's back in training. Back in training.
He said, "Why is this horse so cheap? I'm just going to take him out of retirement."
Now he's just going to be at the farm.
That's exactly what I did. I was like, oh, this guy's
horse is like, what the fuck, dude? I've been retired for 3 years. I'm fat as fuck. You're trying to race me again.
All right. In all fairness, how can I sell one of my horses after I've whipped the shit out of them?
Well, you're supposed to race them every day. You can race them every 24 hours.
Yeah, but I want to find a dummy like Mike that's going to fucking buy my horse.
Razor, is there a little bit of randomness in the game? Like, could your horse get injured and be out for several weeks or anything?
No, I don't think he can get hurt.
No, I saw my horse. Well, one of my horses says if you race them again.
Oh no, that's it. You just have to wait. You have to wait a full 24 hours. If you race them too quick, it says they can get injured.
That's what it is. You got it. They could get injured.
Yeah, if you don't wait the full 24 hours, like if you try to race a horse and then put him in a race 3 hours later, then they might have to bring the screen around the horse. I don't know.
Okay, but what if I give my guy a little bit of layoff? Is that going to help him maybe?
Yeah, because they show the horse is exhausted, and then it says like the horse can race in 10 hours or whatever it is.
Hey, Keith. You don't have to have any FOMO on the Duke game. Who got the money in the first half? The Blue Devils, 48-42. They cover the mostly 5 first half number. Teams combined to go 14-27 from the first half. 48-42. Duke league's flag has 18 points.
Yeah, I'm glad it's looking not good. And man, it was just 42-42, I thought.
Crazy. That's how Duke is. It just in a flash that you're down by, almost double digits here. Yeah.
And see some talk in the chat there from Zoe talking about right now Texas Tech held scoreless here for the last couple of minutes, end of the first half, and Arkansas has opened up a 13-point lead. They're going to the line here right now with 1:10 to go in the first half. The Hogs looking pretty good. And, definitely, I thought that might be the better game here, the Duke game. We're waiting. This is going to be a good second half. Arizona did a nice job. Let's give them credit. But, yeah, Duke got that money.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I couldn't believe the future odds when I was looking at them. And Duke to win the whole thing is plus 240, obviously the favorite. And then I have a future bet, Arizona, and it didn't even move at all. I actually had a dream of if Arizona pulled this off, you think my plus 4,000? What do you think, honestly, it would drop to if they pulled this off? Plus 1,200?
Yeah, probably closer to that. 20 to 1.
Something like that. Yeah. It's funny, right? I thought about it. Let's go.
That's where you start taking some of those spots. What is that place called? Is it the prop shop? There's some spots that will buy your future tickets and they'll pay you off for them.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, prop swap, I believe that.
Prop swap. That's what it's called. Yeah. We'll have to reach out to them fuckers and see.
Yeah,
despite my
website. So go to the website.
Despite my non-buying into future bets here at this point in time, why the hell not? Swap them out, get some payment. Better than cash outs.
I was talking a lot of shit about my young favorite player here, Alex Ayala. Keith, I know you're keeping an eye on it with me. We're going to a tiebreak here. Pagula's done a nice job coming back here right now, and they're 6-all here going to the tiebreak.
I looked at Alexandra as a live bet, but then it's kind of just floated up more and more, plus 275 currently. Kind of glad I didn't do it because it looks like Pagula might get this done.
Yeah, she did do a nice job here coming back, no doubt about it. Like I said, Pagula, her stamina is among the best of the players. So, could be that the young player could be getting fatigued here over this great tournament. But like I said, she did get the benefit of a walkover in one of her victories. Athletics took the lead here over the Mariners.
Can I say something? Nobody gets fucked by a Pagula more than Buffalo, the entire city.
I was going to say, if you didn't know, Pagula She is part of the Pegula family that does own the Sabres, the Bills, and they are huge, disproportionate sponsors of Penn State hockey. They built that hockey barn down there for Penn State as well. Shout out to the Pegulas, but yeah, Jesse. Jesse's not Jeff's girl.
Oh, Ramon, my girl beat your girl up the other day.
Yeah, but who covered the game spread? This one's deep, and this one is gone.
I'll tell you what, I'd like to see those two in the ring.
Shout out to Keith, each and every stride with the gifted sub over on King. Shout out to Keith, each and every stride. Every time we get a new sub, every time we get a gifted sub, we take a shot as they thank you and they welcome. Shout out to Keith. Thank you for the support. And Perky Bumps, if you get a sub, you got to give us a Perky. Perky, welcome to the Kick Club.
Now, Mike, Perky is going to be starting a over-the-line team. I don't know if you know what over-the-line is, but maybe the Sports Money Membership Investment Fund might want to find a way to sponsor Perky's over-the-line team. If you don't know the history of the great over-the-line tournament in San Diego, this is a form of softball that is played without running the bases. You do not use a glove. You just basically have a diamond like this, and then it goes straight up. You've got to hit it to where so it starts like this, and then there's a line. You've got to hit the ball. Your man tosses it up fungo style from the ground. He goes below you, tosses it up. You stand there like a cricket batter, and you just try to hit it. The best way to hit it is as fast. You could hit it far if you hit it. There's 3 defenders. Each team consists of 3 players. You figure 3 bases. And you hit the ball either over the guy for a home run. That's why you can put your guy back as far as you want, but that opens up the space. You have one guy that stands right behind the line. He's the guy with all the broken fingers because he has to catch the line drives. And then you have one medium guy that kind of is the best fielder of all the fielders. Now, the thing about the over-the-line tournament is known for their, let's just say, tasteless names or colorful names. You got to think of like a naughty name that can, profanity's perfectly legal out there. So you got to come up with something that's kind of naughty yet funny and has a sports money name in it somehow.
I was thinking Razor's Rear Enders until you said sports money name has to be in there.
Well, I don't know. I might go for that.
Razor's so soft he can't rear end. What do you mean?
That intro that Razor had for Jeff was so funny tonight. It was good. It was Mr. Softy himself. That's it.
Right back, boys.
Awesome.
Yeah, I actually had a nice weekend in UFC myself. A nice little 2-0 weekend.
Nice. Who'd you take? I don't know if you know offhand.
I had Nathaniel Wood.
Nice.
Plus 110. And then I also had Christopher Padilla at minus 110.
Great plays.
Oh, very nice.
Running.
Yeah, that Irishman.
Running 3-0 on first strike.
Oh, okay.
Looking for 4-0.
Damn. On fire.
Yeah, I've been running hot. Oh,
here he is. Yeah, it was Mick Parkin. That's the guy that I bet, and then that's what I got the Judge Effery right there. I don't usually blame it, but Jeff knows what I'm talking about.
I do.
I got that at minus 105 too. I was pretty heavy on that. I was pissed.
Ramon, I actually wanted to ask you how you felt about the Taco Padilla fight and with Herbert. It was a decision. It was close. Padilla was busted up, but Herbert threw 3 significant strikes in the first round. I think 6 or 7 in the second round. He caught a lucky shot in the third round to bust him up, but I don't like the style of just bouncing around the ring, backing up, and then looking for the shot. I like the guys that move forward, which I had mentioned, in my breakdown for the first strike. I think this one's going to be a solid fight. But how did you feel about the Padilla Herbert fight?
Yeah, I think I was on the winner there in that one. Look, I figured it would probably be a fight that maybe wouldn't, that maybe could get an ending there. Trying to remember there, actually. It did go the distance, right?
Yep. Yeah, it went.
And
I think it was split, actually. It went to Taco. But yeah, I was just curious your thoughts on it. Yeah, and like I said, as we were live on the stream, Sub and I were talking. He's like, why do you think Taco won? And I was like, minimal strikes out of Herbert. He was just bouncing around the ring. He was active. And if you look at the playbook, I forget which fight it was, but I did mention that somebody is active on the feet and looks like Herbert, and he's probably going to lose.
I just pulled it up right now. It looks like, Herbert was very close with the significant strikes, and then no takedowns with the Herbert Padilla matchup.
It was a very low volume. It was a terrible fight.
Okay, now I had Padilla. I had Padilla KO as my pick in that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I do remember it now that you mention it.
Yeah, it was a very slow fight.
Yeah, I kind of faded there. I started the card pretty good, and then ran into a couple of L's. But thanks to the playbook and thanks to my own, the way I sorted it out, my pick was Brady submission 4th round. So hey, even I get one right now and then.
Oh, what'd you get on that? Fuck yeah! I think I had Brady inside the. I don't know what I had. I won. I had Brady, but I don't know if I probably didn't take him straight up because the line. I probably had him inside the distance. Submission 4th round. You fucking had it. That had been like 1,200.
Big Scott, give me the business in the chat there after Riala lost the tie break now, and you see one set ahead. She moved to 1,200 minus 1,200 favorite. All of a sudden, is my girl here. Look, all she's got to do is stay on serve. She'll easily cover the game spread in this one against Pegula. And like I said, Keith, Jeff,
is there
did cover the game spread against Sabalenka the other night.
Is there another matchup after this? Because I want to bet it. Looks
no, that's it for tonight.
Oh, damn.
Fuck you, Ramon. I had Sabalenka -5.
No, you did play the games, huh?
Yeah.
No. Oh, look at Alexandra's plus 1,500.
I fucked around from time to time. I fucked around and found out.
You found out, Jeff.
Avalanche have a goal, 1-0 over the Kings here. You see it right there. Screen number 3 up there. Avalanche.
Let's go, Avs -1.5, baby.
Thanks, Razor, for keeping on top of this and getting us the action.
You know, Ramon, you could have had Pegula before at like -120. That's how.
I'm not taking Pegula.
But yeah, she's gonna win.
I'll tell you what, the best thing Pegula's family has is her.
Cash the Pegula over.
That's tough to say, but we did cash. I see my guy Fernando Mendoza in the chat says, thanks for the over in the Rockets game, Mikey. It wasn't pretty, boys. It was down to 218 live. But we got 231. We got the over, 227. Razor, we'll cash that shit.
Let's go.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning.
Dude, I was watching so much fucking Shane Gillis tonight. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's got to be the best. That's got to be the best celebration clip ever. You really earned something if you get that one.
Yeah, that might be the best. Also, Jeff, you're too soft to come on Kick today, I see.
I just don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, I looked for you on Kick too.
Just making sure everyone in the chat knew how soft you were. Just wanted to make it clear.
It's two extra keystrokes. You know, it's just a little bit too much for Jeff.
I look super close in Kick. That's fine.
In all fairness, you boys should all be thanking me for being here. I wasn't even, dude. I got a lot of shit going on.
Busy week, man.
Razor. We don't all get to pick and choose what happens in life. So, you know.
Love it, my man.
I don't even know what
Did
that
I,
is.
did I
It's
say
awesome that you joined us.
I'm confused on why I got called out for that one.
I was thinking the same thing.
You figure it out, scumbag Hardy. Jeff's doing scumbag things.
You all, he's not just talking about us. You folks in the chat should be grateful as well that Jeff has come here.
Put a 1 in the chat if you're happy that we got Jeff's presence blessing.
I'll tell you what, put a 2 in the chat if you want to get the fuck out, because
Wow, it gives an option for that.
Work tomorrow.
I want to see if somebody drops it.
Final right there. Yeah, so some
We got this.
Sports Funny Razor.
Oh, look at
Oh, Redbeard, I love you. Perky fuck.
That's amazing.
and then they wonder why we can't get any streams together, Jeff.
That's a good time.
I'll tell you what. We
Wise isn't sure.
Wise is
uncertain.
Staff invested.
He can be swayed. He can be swayed.
Ramon, we did the live stream for our boy Kevin, and that didn't work so well. Mike's scumbag out of that one.
You guys were great on that, and
all the way up.
Grateful for you to make sure we did that with us there, and you know, I think they're, you know, look, we're behind him. We're proud of the effort that he put out there. We're a little disappointed with the approach there. Look, some of you could hear are the team saying in the, you know, try to get the takedowns. And I'm not sure that that's what we were looking for there in the third round in a fight that, quite frankly, we don't know how that third round would have been. I don't think if he didn't get his ass beat in the last 30 seconds like that. It could have been, yeah, maybe he was losing the third round, but he definitely lost the third round there when he was getting beat up there in the last few seconds. Whereas it was a little bit of back and forth at least. Maybe it could have been a majority draw. I don't know.
I was disappointed for him because he did put a lot of work in. And
Are you talking about your sponsored fighter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Razor, we got a stream going on here. Welcome to it.
That's
Razor, stop breaking my balls and I'll stop breaking yours.
It was just went a little haywire there late.
Never gonna happen, Jeff. It's never.
I appreciate that about you.
A little bit tentative.
He had a very good second round. I mean,
he dominated the second round so much so that you were like, hey, you know, if he could just
I thought he was going to win.
He's going to win. The momentum felt like he was there, but whatever happened in the third round, and it was a little bit of back and forth, and he actually felt like he had gained a little bit there in the third, but he ended up on the ground the last 30 seconds, basically getting punched in the face quite frequently. There was almost a finish, quite frankly, there at the very, very end, and there's no doubt he wasn't going to be able to win.
Yep.
Hey, Mikey, just in case you want to watch it over on Kick, we got the Phillies Nationals replay. Just in case you want to know what happened.
All right, good.
And Bryce Harper, quiet.
I was the beneficiary of watching it all day. Well,
Bryce Harper quieted those fans, Mikey. Once again, it's hard to, yell at the guy when he's back out there hitting home runs again on your team.
I wasn't yelling at him in the first place, but I'll tell you this, boys. I think that -1, the best sport for -1 is baseball. Because if you do -1 in hockey, you'll win some, you'll lose some. But reality is you only got a couple of games. Baseball's got so many fucking games that you play that -1, you're happy to push or at least have the chance to push, and you'll whack them the next time. There's so many games. The sample size for baseball, I love it the most. With all the stats, you got so many games, so many opportunities.
Yeah, the players and everything, it's amazing. I agree.
Saw some comments there in the chat as that Jazz game did end, but they were talking about the Jazz passing them around like a rag doll there a little bit. Every team keeps, but the Jazz got the money actually in the game tonight, and Mike had that over, of course. But Jazz did it cover.
Jazz have been covering, I feel like, a lot more recently. I don't know. I feel like they had such a weak team, but I've seen they've gotten these +9s and stuff like that, and they're actually covering a lot of these spreads.
Texas Tech also down by 7 at halftime.
That's a good job, Razor, by Texas Tech to come back here a little bit, and keep it within single digits here after being down double digits there most of the second part of the first half.
And Dougie Wise just took them live at +130.
Oh, interesting. I was just gonna say, because I have second half spread. Oh, they just locked it, but it said -4.5 Texas Tech. I thought that was kind of steep. That Texas Tech's gonna win the second half -4.5.
Well, that means they would only have to lose by 3 or less. So that makes
I can see that. So they come back, but they don't win the game.
Yeah, it's
back lose
-120
by 2. That seems like a story I've heard before. They came all the way back and lost by 2. That just happened? Was that last round?
Yeah, I kind of won them second half, Texas Tech.
I know it did because I fucking bet on it.
Well, you're going to be right now, Keith, because it's only going to. I think the money's going to come in on Tech.
Here we go. It's open up right now.
Razor in it, you got to back. The Arkansas Razorbacks, you got to back. I don't know any teams with Jeff MMA in the name. I never heard of Jeff FMA.
God, you fucking if you weren't fucking rattling on, I was gonna jump in that. What a scumbag! That's a scumbag.
I just took it.
What do you like? The color of their jerseys?
I just took Texas Tech second half. Let's go.
Let's go.
I fucking love you, Razor. You scumbag.
You guys are great.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the goddamn like button down below if you haven't already. Keith's about to add them up for us right now. We got to get to 70 likes. We already took a shot for 50. We got to get to 70 likes. Hit the like button down below if you haven't already. We also take a shot every time we get a new member, every time we get a new sub. Doesn't matter what channel, what platform, YouTube, Kick, we take a shot. So hit that join button down below if you haven't already.
Hey, Razor, it's only fitting that my high school, the Helix Highlanders, have some great players, Reggie Bush, Alex Smith, among others, but should come as no surprise that the team nickname was Scotties.
Ooh,
Scotties.
Oh, I've never heard of the Jeffies. I've never heard of the Jeffies, but I've heard of the Scotties. I've heard of the Scotties.
The Softies. It sounds like the Softies.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're actually only 1 like away from shot time. We got 6.
That's you, Razor. Get on there.
Mike's not going to take a shot, but he'll take a sip.
Get on there and like it.
Get your burners out. Get your double counts out. Get your burners. Let's go. 1 more like.
Not all of us are taking shots. Some of us are only taking sips, but we won't say who.
We already did
here above.
What do you mean?
Above Mike's head, but Cooper Flag is putting on another exhibition.
Oh, wow.
Is Cooper Flag the next LeBron?
He's a generational talent, in my opinion, Razor. I think anybody that is saying that he'll be a flop or he won't make it in the NBA is just looking for like attention, right? Like, look at me. I'll say, I'll be the guy that says Cooper Flag's going to not be any good. This looks like generational talent that, is going to be a first-team NBA. I'll say that. I don't want to go a Hall of Fame type of player. I mean, but barring injury, this guy's going to have an incredible career. He just looks amazing. His quickness is so much isn't talked about enough, right? How he can attack the rim too. I think he's so explosive.
Definitely. Go ahead, Mike.
Shout out to Zoe Faye, our brother from another mother, says sports money is money, especially when Mikey and Ramon Scott are running so hot. Sports makes money. That's why we bet sports every single day, baby. Follow Ramon Scott at 9 a.m. on the morning steam. I got that verse down. I got it down, Ramon.
Let's go. Let's do a thing they call the strikeout. You're gonna take a hit of the weed, then you take a shot, then you take a sip of your drink, and then you blow the smoke out. Keith, can you do that?
Well, usually what I do is I just do the smoke and then I chug the drink. But what are you talking about?
Oh, it's called a strikeout. You got to do all three. 1, 2, and 3. You got to take a hit. You take a shot. You take a sip of your drink. We call it the strikeout. Cheers!
Okay. Let's do it right now.
I would like to dedicate, actually, the strikeout here, if I may, Razor, to the man that'll wear the golden sombrero from the opening day of the platinum sombrero today in Major League action. The Brewers' Jackson Chornio, the leadoff hitter. If you don't know what the platinum sombrero is, that's 5 strikeouts in one game, and he's not a pitcher, folks. It was a rough day at the office for the Brewers' Jackson Chornio. 5 strikeouts today. You're out, Jackson.
Wow. Shout out to Marty Riggs in the building. AO says to go to the bar or not to go to the bar. That is the question.
Have we even been to the bar yet? Look at that, the Avs 2-0. Way to go, Kings! You sure do know how to do it on the road.
I think I got it right.
Our girls got tired of not getting paid.
Oh no, Jeff! Did you see any smoke come out of there after that? After the
nothing. I need to make up for that because
there's it all. I think
because there's 70 likes. We got 70 likes on the stream.
Keith's got to do it again.
I'm doing it again. That was not enough.
That's it.
Shot.
All right,
I don't think it worked. Maybe there was a seed in his weed. Maybe that's why it didn't work.
There was not enough.
Who the fuck put seeds in their weed? Stop.
It was the end of the pack, so I gotta redo it.
You got that brick? You got that brick?
You guys are too funny. All right, let's do it. Let's do it again here real quick. 70 likes. I got the shot poured. I got the little weed here, and I got the drink. All right.
So we call it the strikeout.
You're on the screen. You're on the big screen, Keith.
All right, so let's do it again. So you start with the smoke here.
No. Yeah.
Try this at home.
Good shot down the head. That was a good shot too. That was
a good shot. That was a good shot. Here he is. Oh,
and he took that like a man.
Big
too.
shot. Yep.
There we go. That was some redemption, right?
Player. Swinging past your knees.
Big dick, baby.
Yep.
That's a great video.
That's a great video here. Thank you, guys. No, the last one was the end of the hit. So.
I don't think you'll see me trying that. I don't know if you, Mike. I wasn't feeling too good this weekend. I almost died on the air twice. Now I don't know if I get a supplement from Sports Money if I die on the air, but I feel great tonight. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah,
I'm glad you guys saw the smoke.
We'll clip it if that happens. We'll clip it and we'll.
I've been looking to go viral Sean Perry style my whole life. If I have to really make the ultimate sacrifice, at least make me go viral there.
We don't want that, but we'll obviously bet on the team you're betting. Last bet. Ramon's last bet.
Ramon, don't be a scumbag. Give us the fucking playlist when you're done.
My goodness, guys, Duke here by 15 right now. Arkansas already back up. Quick run here. We're back to an 11-point lead. We're underway in the second half.
A kind reminder for everybody to smash that thumbs up button. We're live on 4 streams. You can only hit the thumbs up on 2, but take the time over on YouTube to smash that thumbs up button.
Jesus, that fucking clip.
Shout out to Redbeard with the gifted sub over on Kick. And it goes to Ray Love Band. Shout out to Red Beard. You know what that means. Every time we get a new sub, every time we get a gifted sub, every time we get a new member, every time we get a gifted member, we take a shot as they thank you and welcome. $4.99, 16 cents a day. Go look through the couch cushions. You can probably find 16 cents right now. Sign up, $4.99 on one channel, on both channels. We'll take a double. We'll take a single. All the support is much appreciated. Cheers.
Let's go. Cheers.
Cheers.
I love when Razor says, like, you know, you can follow me on TikTok, everything farmers only. You know, that's good. That's good stuff. Cheers.
I'll tell you what, I think he's selling feet pics. Razor selling feet pics on OnlyFans.
Hey, who's not selling feet pics? If you're not selling, you're a dumbass. It's good money.
Yeah.
Mike, I was listening to the Gillis fucking Rogan fucking thing. $100,000 a month on feet pics. Some fucking chicks doing. Couldn't fuck.
I asked my wife if she wanted to sign up.
Yeah. There's some sick fuckers out there, man. That's
I don't even understand it.
Hey, for 57 years old, my feet are pretty pristine. I wonder.
You don't want to
Hey,
see
and they
my-
got a
I'll tell you
category
what.
for you, Ramon. I'm sure they got a category.
I'm
for
not
you.
wearing any socks right now. Maybe I need to put these things up on the desk.
Hey, put those dogs out there, baby.
Don't do it here. YouTube will ban us too
We
much.
might have Sports Money
Sexual
late
proclivity.
night. Sports Money late night pod coming soon.
It's a new segment. Yeah, it's coming soon.
Everyone's feet are on the desk.
I can't fucking believe it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm not a feet guy.
All these feet are making pics.
It just amazes me how people pay for this shit when you can get it for free on websites. What are we doing here?
Right.
Hey, you know, some feet are different than others, I guess.
Man, I used to work at a bank and people come in like, man, my account's overdrawn. And then you look at their account, it says OnlyFans. You're like, dude, what the? Take your card and I'm going to wash my fucking hands.
Yeah, Razor, you strike me. I can't believe you worked at a bank, but you strike me as a guy that, overdrawn. You know what? Here's my feet. Give me some money.
Man.
That's right.
Yeah, shout out to the bank. That's how you learn about finances.
Maybe we're dealing in the wrong kind of content here. I don't know.
In high school and college, they don't teach you shit about banking.
Shit.
They don't have a feet class either, so I don't know.
They might now. You never know. They might now. I mean, you have to recognize people are making $100,000 showing their feet. You don't want to know what I do for $100,000 a month. I want to. If I said it here, YouTube would ban me. YouTube would ban
wants
me.
to know what you want to do for $100,000.
Well, there are some other websites I could. I've heard. I can look them up for you, Mike.
Oh yeah. I mean, how many free trials are you guys gonna get? You don't want to go on those websites.
$100,000? I can't think of many things you couldn't do to me for $100,000. I can think of one.
$100,000 is a nice
I
price.
got one. One thing I can think of. $100,000 is not worth it.
Also, I don't like how Redbeard is he's catching up to me in gifted subs.
Oh boy.
Let me see where I'm at.
It's gonna be it's a matter of machismo here.
He's catching up to me, so I'm gonna have to make a big move here. Redbeard, he's catching up to me on Kick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna gift not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7 gifted subs.
Damn.
Got the MPK, Toy Taco, Allen, Bullwinkle, the Over, Zion. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Redbeard was getting too close to me. So I had to take a little bit of a step there, Redbeard.
Yeah, he's got to jump up.
Razor, I mean, he had to move some.
Big dick player.
Swinging past your knees.
Big dick, baby.
Yep.
This video is the best. Dude.
I tell you what, Razor,
boots with the fur,
barely swinging past his balls.
The fur. I love that part. I love that song. That's a good song too. Well, shout out. That's great. That's great stuff right there.
I'm going to take a shot. Cheers to everybody in the chat. Appreciate the support as always. Nobody knew about Kick, but Kick is the new best thing, I promise you. Cheers.
Yeah, we're kind of winding down over here, and unfortunately for the Arizona Wildcats, it's kind of getting wound down again. They find Flag inside for a bucket. Duke by 17 now with 13-24. It's now or never. The Wildcats have to stop to see. I'm in baseball mode.
That's what I just said. Ripped up my future ticket right there. I mean, it was a lotto ticket, 4,000. Who cares? I put $20 on it. It wasn't nothing, no big deal.
Duke floats in another one. Count it in a foul here. They're about to go up 20 with 13-12 to go. Focus our attention here, Arkansas and Texas Tech. 44-37. We might have something going here.
That's going to be a game here, but I told you boys about this Duke spot here. The books don't know what the fuck to do. Duke's just that good. They are that good. I hope you see
with the gifted sub over on Kick. He comes back with a gifted sub himself. Shout out to Beard.
Hey, you challenged him, Razor, and he came back. That's good.
Let's go.
You get when you got to give too.
I'm pouring a shot from my man, Redbeard. Cheers. Oh man, woof. Good shit.
Also, what are we looking at likes, Keith? What do we got to get to? Also, another one.
Shout out
Mendoza.
To Fernando Mendoza, a brother from another brother. This guy and I are going to be live at some point. I promise you that. Our brother gives us a $4.99 dono. Shout out to you, Fernando Mendoza. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for hanging with us here. Let's get some soccer action, brother. Let's get this.
Fernando. I mean, think of the years with this man and what he's done for us. His contributions, a true chat all-star.
Love you, Fernando, man. Thank you.
Thanks, Fernando. So let's count.
Fun night, boys. You count them up. You're the count guy.
I know. I'm doing a little meth right now, Mike. I haven't been in school in a little while, so that's it.
He said, I've been drinking a little bit, Mike. You got to give me a sec.
74 likes. 74 likes. So,
ooh, baby.
We took a shot for 70, right?
We did.
All right, so we got to get to 90. That's 16.
I know it took me a little while, but you know, math is math. I'm not using a calculator here.
That's what I'm here for. We're here to help. We're here to help.
You had to work late tonight, man. It's all good. We're here.
Yeah.
We got you.
Man, I'll tell you guys, I had a day and a half, unbelievable day, but it's even better with being on with you guys live on stream. So love it very much.
Also appreciate you for joining the stream earlier today and supporting the show. Thank you for stopping in.
Oh, thank you so much, Razor. And are you going to have a live racing with Razor tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, you might have a little bit of a special guest, especially the second half of the afternoon. It might be none other than myself.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'll probably join around like 2 p.m., hopefully a little bit earlier than that. Let's go, Razor.
Let's go. Yeah, we'll be live from 12 to about 4:30.
Yeah, no. Usually the same routine right there, right? Awesome.
Bro, yeah. Every day, Monday through Friday. Shout out to our sponsors over at Dub Club and Photo Finish Live. If you like betting on some horses, make sure you tune in.
No, we got Hawthorne. We got Hawthorne back in the mix. Damn. I like a little Hawthorne when it comes
Yeah,
down.
Hawthorne getting a little shade on Twitter too. Opening
Well,
day.
Hawthorne's going to be done in a year or two. Just Razor, I'm sorry. What we say? Yeah, the shade too. They're going to be like Emerald. They're going to be done in a year.
It was their opening day today, right?
Yes, and you saw what Stags or that guy posted. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a Twitter account and they didn't even tweet about their opening day.
Yeah, social media was dead on Twitter.
And then they wonder why horse racing's dying. Just imagine MLB opening day, Mike, and the Phillies don't tweet anything. Just imagine.
Not even a thing. Not even like these are the horses. They could have just at least tweeted the field of the horses, like for a couple of races, but nothing.
Hey, we're live today, popping off at 3 o'clock. Join us. Nothing.
You don't even have to come on. You could just tweet the field of the horses. Just nothing. Crazy.
Sounds like a business opportunity to me.
No doubt. I was just thinking that, when you think about, man, boy, what if Hawthorne Racecourse said, hey, Ramon, we don't even know, would you consider just doing our, I'd be like, fuck yes, I'd give you a killer feed for Hawthorne Race. I mean, this track's 130 years old for crying out loud.
Racing's dying, unfortunately. It sucks. Yeah. It's in a tough spot, but I mean, Hawthorne, I got to get there before it closes. I'm not sure if I'm going to get that done, but
they've got a casino. They shouldn't have these problems. I can't, frustrating.
I know. I feel your frustrations, Ramon. Oh, man.
I kind of want to root for it's tough. I know people don't like it, but, get that PIF money in here to help the horse racing a little bit, maybe.
So, what's happening, guys, is that they're coming out with the smaller tracks this year. So they announced now it's like the spring, basically. They're coming out with the smaller tracks, but they're saying that this could be our final year. So this is the second track now. Emerald, and then now Hawthorne. So it's gonna snowball. There's gonna be another track soon. I'm telling you, this could be our final year. That's the language that you're using. Crazy, right? It's sad.
It's wild.
You got Penn National still going on. It's a good time there, Penn National. We'll see.
Yeah, we got Delaware Park here opening soon.
Oh, I gotta see you, my friend, in person at Delaware Park. Hopefully this year.
Can't wait. Live racing opens May 14th.
Oh, you go on Wednesdays, right, Razor?
Yep, that's the day they open. Wednesday, May 14th. They opened up for me. I told them, hey, we need opening day on a Wednesday. And they made it. Mike, what are you laughing at? What's so funny about that? Why is that funny?
I didn't say anything. Just keep going. Keep going.
Razor's a needle. That's it.
And they're actually going to be open finally for the first Sunday. They're going to be running the Delaware Handicap Sunday, September 28th. This is the first Sunday they've raced in forever, probably since I was a kid.
Damn, that's some.
Yeah, it was Delaware Park. Man, I hated them for that. They stopped Sunday racing, and Sunday racing is the best. That's when everyone's off work, go to the track for the weekend. And
especially
that time of year. Yeah, there's no football that time of year. That's a good thing.
Also, guys, about daytime weekday racing. I mean, when sporting events are played at night, there's great lighting out there. Well, why isn't there more tracks that are trying to take advantage of just the casual person going out to like a sporting event and having nighttime racing also at some of those marginal tracks that need to keep interest. I always wondered about that.
Yeah, night racing on the weekends will be awesome.
Oh, I mean, it would be amazing. I think the tracks are scared, really. I think they want to actually they're focused on trying to make their money.
I think the audience for horse racing is a little bit older and they're not up at nighttime.
But that's another problem, right, with racing is the fact that
the older crowd.
And the young people are the ones that want to go out and spend the money. They want more of a full entertainment experience, not just the grind of what you guys and I are used to, going to the track with a ground full of torn tickets and the smell of bad coffee and hot dogs, right, at the track. Now it's more about more luxurious. I remember when I used to go to Tijuana back in the day, and they'd actually have a little club where you'd I know they do now, they have those areas, but I think more people would like to sit and watch and enjoy a full entertainment experience. But again, I'm just grasping at straws here because it just seems so frustrating.
It really is. I mean, you want to.
It's definitely true, but like when I go every Wednesday, when I look at the crowd, it's a bunch of 50, 60, 70-year-olds, and they come every day, and they go inside the casino first to get the free gift that they get from playing, and then they come out and they sit there and bet horses. They order their coffee, they order their food. I'm the youngest guy every time I go there. I really don't see any young guys at Delaware Park. And it's got to be just the atmosphere, really. I mean, really, when you go, there's not a whole lot of people there.
No. Arkansas by 15 here, guys. Duke by 15. We're not going to get a good finish here tonight in any of the games in the Sweet 16. Kind of these blowouts continuing here. Currently, Texas Tech got to go now if they're going to do anything. 12 minutes to go, 9 minutes to go here in the Arizona-Duke game.
It's a good finish for me if Duke can cover the spread. I'll tell you that. -9.5. We're at 15.5. Let's go.
Yeah, for sure, Mike. I'm on the Devils here, of course, with you in this one as a premium tonight. Moreover, another over, though, quite likely here, undoubtedly, in the Arizona-Duke game because Duke is so efficient.
181.5 is the live number. That's crazy. A lot of these games have had just huge numbers. It's just hard to imagine, but that's what we get.
Yeah, I think this time of year, right, Mike? You get inflated numbers with the Sweet 16. It feels more long. It feels like this is almost the Elite Eight right now. These teams are that good. But it just comes down to, I mean, I think Duke's going to be right there. And the future was only +240, I believe. Yeah, +240 on Duke to win it all. That's a short number. Wow.
All right, I'm going to take the under 148.5 on Texas Tech, Arkansas. Live bet. There you go. Under 148.5, Texas Tech, Arkansas.
Okay.
Some.
Take it right now. Let me see if I can get it. What price did you get? Let's see.
-120.
Damn.
Yeah, a little juicy.
I got a little worse than that. Let's see. I got -125. That's what I got right now.
Jeez, look at Arkansas.
How about that? I just took it.
Yeah. If anything, I will mention that things have really broken my way over across the street in the confidence pool standings tonight with the elimination of BYU. And if Arkansas goes down here, only 19 people got in at the $50, but I think it pays probably $600 and $300, and I'll be in the driver's seat for sure here of that first place prize over there. So feeling good about that. Nobody's going to have enough teams because they're all duplicating my teams, and all of mine are still alive. So not counting the chickens or anyway, but I can do the math.
Yeah.
Seattle just tied the A's up here in the bottom of the 7th, 1-1. Got a little argument, a little bit of discussion. Mark Kotze coming out. He's not too happy with how it went down, but it's not going to win this argument. But we're going to have a tie game here with the A's and the Mariners, although they'll call and they'll go to do a review of some kind of. Not quite sure here. Here comes Arizona, a little bit of run, guys. Let's focus our attention here right now. Watch this. Here, look at this. follow, good, dunk, 8-point game, 7. Right now, the Wildcats are covering this spread. Sorry, Mike, I'm on them too with the Wildcat, with the Blue Devils, but let's give the credit where it's due to kind of shake things up here and get us back alive again, at least make an exciting game of it.
Arizona making a comeback. Spread 9.5. Some people are looking for that plus 9.5. I know Redbeard has got the 9.5. Says if Arizona could cover 9.5, that'd be great. Perky says going to take the A's again. Money line live, but the Mariners are going to bust them here this inning.
Yeah, so what's happened here, Razor, is the man was sliding into home plate. And you know how you kind of, when you slide his foot, usually just slide on the base, right? But his foot kind of jammed into the ground and went kind of above the home plate. The tag appears to be made, but his other leg may have slid in there. So I don't know if they're going to be able to overturn this.
That was in the A's game?
Mm-hmm. We're reviewing for the tying run here in the bottom of the 7th. It could easily be overturned, but also if you look at the slide here, the tag may still have come in on the trailing leg. So I don't know if they're going to be able to overturn this, even though an argument could be made that the player's lead leg didn't ever touch home plate. And maybe the tag got on, but it still may have been simultaneous. We'll see here. Here comes the ref. He's the umpire. He is out. He is ruled out at home plate. So the A's will retain that 1-0 lead right now. I'm telling you what they saw. That that lead leg went up too high. The tag was made. I'm not sure they gave the man credit for his hind leg there crossing home plate in time still. I believe they may have just been looking at that lead leg, but there was a tag, certainly, so they've called them out here, and the A's will still lead.
You think that's the right call, Ramon?
I'm not sure that I thought it might be ruled as inconclusive, and I think by the letter of the law, what they're looking at, it may have been an out. There's a sacrifice fly that's going to tie the game now with a second out there. But I think they kind of missed the fact that maybe his other leg still was reached the base just as he was making that tag. So I'm a replay fan. I said the other night that people who don't want replay are just people who don't want the truth in the end. I'd rather have the truth. I mean, these are sporting events that we're all betting on, so we want the real result, I think. And I think some of those people just want to say that because they want, we want a faster game. Let the, we don't want VAR or anything like that. We don't care if the guy's slightly offsides. Let the guy be a tick offside. Well, if we start doing that, how much can a guy be offsides and all that? So we have the technology. They should be able to challenge balls and strikes. You guys, I'm a cricket fan. And, one of the toughest rules in cricket is when the man, is hit by he gets in the way of the ball in front of the stumps, but he swings and misses, and they have to determine if the ball would have hit the stumps, and they use the infrared technology to decide. I mean, if these other countries are doing it, why can't we?
Shout out to Keith, each and every stride with the gifted sub over on Kick. Keith sitting in 5th place right now, lifetime with the gifted sub. Shout out to Keith sitting in 3rd place for the top monthly gifter. Shout out to Keith each and every stride. Appreciate you, my friend. Every time we get a new member, every time we get a new sub, every time we get a gifted sub, every time we get a gifted member, we take a shot and say thank you and welcome. Cheers. Keith each and every stride.
Technical foul on Arizona here, so Duke gets a freebie. Duke's got some players in the foul. No, we're okay, though.
Keith, you might be on mute. I don't think I heard you. I don't know if you were talking.
Oh, now I'm clear.
Oh, there you go.
Damn. I was saying that I was taking a shot there because in the gifted sub, because I hear Ramon saying that all the time in the background.
I go to bed with a razor in my head with the gifted.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Muted. Thank you, Razor. You had my mic muted for some reason. It's all good.
Mr. Softy's been muted for a half hour. I haven't heard him.
Oh, look at him. Is
he asleep? Is he okay over there?
The line looks like the lion's about to eat him.
Oh, it is. I thought Jeff actually had a cutout of himself and put it up there so that we would.
Yeah, I was just trying to fuck with you guys.
Man, no diddy.
I was trying to say something, but you guys everybody's got a fucking big mouth, you know?
That's why we're all friends. That's what we got in common.
I stepped away for a second, and then I heard Ramon saying Arizona's coming back. But I mean, they did come back a little bit, but they're gonna fall short. It looks like. I mean, seven minutes left though. So I ripped up my plus 4,000 ticket. It was a lotto ticket though.
Deep to right. This one's gone. Soderstrom. Home run is second of the game here. It's 2-1. A's. Soderstrom tied for the lead with 2. There was another player with 2 home runs today as well.
Also, Keith, you don't agree with this statement, correct?
I mean, it depends, Redbeard, what odds I get, but I appreciate you shouting me out there. But I mean, if I can get some good odds, I think that I could beat even.
Redbeard likes the Mets too.
Oh.
What was their win total, Keith? 90.5, right? Do you think they can get that? You really think they can?
Under. If I'd known that, I would have slammed the under, and I don't like betting.
Feels like about 5.
I don't like betting futures, but that seems like free money.
They seem like a wild card team. I mean, I don't know.
Like
I don't know if they have enough pitching. I have to be real. I don't think they have enough pitching, the Mets. I really don't.
Free money. Sorry.
But I mean, obviously they got
did I overtalk there? I'm just saying.
I was putting together a UFC parlay. If you guys want the UFC parlay that I was just putting together, you can catch it again.
Hey guys, I know I kind of talked about this a little bit this morning on my show, and I know you guys have heard a little bit, but in case our fans haven't, the college basketball season isn't going to be over at the conclusion of the NCAA tournament. We've got one more tournament to come. I'm not talking NIT finals. I'm not talking the CBI final that went down. I'm talking about the college basketball crown here in Las Vegas from March 31st to April 6th. It's a 16-team field. They're going to be competing for $500,000 in NIL money. Teams that didn't play in any of those other tournaments. The reason some of those teams didn't go to the NIT or the other tournaments as well as they're going to compete here in Las Vegas. 16 teams are going to go at it here in about a week at the college basketball crown. It's a 16-team field with some pretty good teams here coming up. Teams like Cincinnati, USC, Nebraska, Indiana, Butler will be in action at the college basketball crown here in Las Vegas. The championship is on April 6th. So we're not done with college basketball. Mikey, we got some more games to talk about here in just about a week or two. Georgetown, Oregon State, Tulane, Central Florida will play in a bracketed tournament. Winning team gets $300,000 of NIL money and a few other prizes for the teams that the team that loses the tournament, and also the other semifinal teams get some money as well. No SEC teams in the tournament though, Tricia. They were busy this week.
That's cool though. That's awesome. Them boys are playing for some money is what's happening right there. You got a couple $100,000 in NIL money. Absolutely, they're rolling out there, playing with their boys, trying to make some money. I think that's great. I think that's going to be a fun tournament.
All the games will be on Fox Sports 1, except for the semifinals and the finals, which will be on the Big Fox.
Well, it sounds like all the games should be right here, doesn't it?
And I didn't mention Boise State. They have the best winning percentage of all the teams in that tournament. They went 24-10, of course, this season. Now, there are some sub-500 teams, but remember, they did play in some tough conferences, teams like Colorado. Even DePaul's coming out here to Vegas.
Oh, damn. Wow. I mean, if I have a miracle up my sleeve, it's going to be Arizona down by 9 right now. I don't know.
Right, Keith? Just because Duke might be in line to win this game, we know why we're here. This spread is definitely in the balance here for the next 6 minutes of this game. I mean, it's a 10-point lead or so right now.
I don't know if you knew, Jeff, but I actually had a plus 4,000 future bet on Arizona to win it all. And I mean, they made this.
I didn't know that. Awesome, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it was a long shot. It was a lotto ticket. I mean, it's a lotto ticket. What can you do?
Shout out to Gene. Thank you for the follow over on Kick. We are dual streaming over on Sports Money. So if you could do us a favor and head over there to Sports Money. I just dropped the link in the chat. Go over there, Gene, and hit that like button and follow. It is much appreciated. It says, I'm here to support you,
Gene. And Razor, that's so nice of Gene. And I hope the same support for my channel. So please, if you can, tell me what is that a horse racing or is it just a fun channel? Whatever it is, I'll go subscribe. If Gene does that for us, why not?
Yeah, it looks like Gene is live right now, live over on Kick, playing a little bit of Warzone.
Okay, well, it says I hope the same for my channel, so I'm glad to support Gene. If you can tell me where to go, Gene, type in there, or if it's okay with Razor to tell me where to go.
Just click on the name, Gene. If you just click on the name.
It'll go to a channel or
yeah.
Oh, it's a Kick. Oh, another Kick channel. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's Gene doing right now?
Gene gave us a follow over on Kick, so we're giving Gene a little follow back.
Absolutely.
Oh, let's go, Gene.
Gene.
Hell yeah.
And whatever you're doing, we appreciate the support.
We also thank you so much for the support of hitting the like button. And currently we have 76 likes. So 76 likes. So let's get 90 likes. Hit the thumbs up button. And for Razor Sharp Picks and Sports Money and Sports Money Crew, let's go.
There, I see Gene there. Nice gaming channel playing Call of Duty up there. Great job.
Let's make some fucking money, boys.
Mike, I might have played these futures bets wrong here. I spent $400 trying to maybe win some money. Maybe I played a few too many. I've only got Alabama, Auburn, and Tennessee left. The most I could win is $100 if any of those three teams win. Alabama, Auburn, Tennessee, and I do not have Duke, unfortunately. But I do have Florida here to win.
Slide into Michigan State. What do you think about that? Slide on in, Michigan State.
I think I've tapped myself. I'm just going to take that contest winnings as my win here in March. It looks like.
Keith, how many likes do we got?
You testing my math now, Jeff. We got 77 likes. 77.
How many?
77.
Get to 80 likes.
Yep.
I will give you a UFC parlay for Saturday. We get to 80.
Oh boy.
So 77. So 3 more likes, and you get Jeff's basically money maker parlay. I
just hit the unlike button.
Oh.
There's always scumbags like you out there, Razor. We all know it.
You got some drama right now, guys. Duke is going to call timeout, down 7 points here with 4.5 to go. So definitely can say that Arizona's done a real nice job here to stay within this one and not let Duke pull away here. Probably not the way you wanted if you're Duke. That's why, I was thinking under, because I don't think Duke wants this type of game against Arizona necessarily here. Duke's going to be going for 100 points here tonight as well. And over in the other game, see in the chat, Zoe says Red Raiders coming back. They're not going to get the money here tonight, but they're down 9. They could still find their way back to win this game. They're going to have to start now, but they've made a little bit of a dent here on that double-digit lead as Coach Cal tries to fire up his team to hang on here in this one. But Caleb Love here, guys, what a tournament he's had, huh? 33 points here tonight for Love here tonight for the Wildcats. Real good performance for sure. This man has really been playing great in this tournament.
I will keep my parlay to myself.
No, Jeff, it's not over yet. We got 3 more.
No, Razor doesn't want to hear it. Razor doesn't want to hear it. Fuck Razor.
Like literally, it's gonna hit right now.
All right, let's put a 2 in the chat if you want the parlay. Put a 2 in the chat if you want.
Razor. I'm not putting it out there.
Come on.
But what if there's a bunch of 2s in the chat?
55 plus 23.
I'll tell you what. If you want the parlay, you gotta.
You're gonna let your fans down
for Sports Money on the YouTube channel.
More likes.
And fucking look at the community chat. Tap. You gotta look at it. There's gonna
be. We got some 2s in the chat. We got a 3 in the chat. I don't know what that means, but that must be something good.
If you have to ask, you don't know what it means.
No,
and
literally
put a 4. That's double. That's 2. That's 4. I know math. 2 plus 2 is 4.
Twice.
If you throw a 6 in the chat.
Hey, Jeff, stick around. Jeff, stick around because we're about to get the likes that you requested. It's awesome because there's supporters that love us.
What do I gotta get? A cocktail?
Cocktail or shot or both, whatever you like.
There's still 5 minutes left in each game. You got plenty of time. Drink another one. Unless you're too soft.
I don't take advice from Razor, and I respectively wouldn't take any advice from you, Razor.
I mean, if you're soft, I wouldn't get another drink if I were you.
This one's deep to left, way back. Randy Rosarena home run ties the game here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Oh, wow.
For the Mariners.
Ooh.
I would like to take the opportunity to point out I took the Cubs. The Cubs are now up 8-3. Bombers and bangers over there in that Chicago Cubs lineup. Watch these guys for hitting props every single fucking game.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about them. I
This
saw you on
Arizona lineup, Mike, right now coming in, I mean, if I had to, I think they're underrated. I think a lot of baseball fans know how good this lineup is going to be this season. I'm just not sure if the bottom of it, but I'm willing to put this lineup up against a lot of these National League lineups right now heading into the season.
Absolutely.
Oh, Red Beard with the comment of the year says, if only Mikey paid attention to his kick. He's got a couple gifted subs.
Is that the kick, like that app kick that I talked to the ladies on? That's one.
I'll raise it up. I'll take it down. Shout out to my guy, Redbeard, for holding it down. Rocking, appreciate the support. My man.
What is there? Shit talking going on?
Yeah.
It's in memberships.
Redbeard got all of us, but he got me most. I appreciate you, Redbeard. Cheers, my brother. We'll finish this, and I'm going to be back.
I'm going to do a shot for you, Redbeard. Cheers.
A lot of people who, kind of want to think that Corbin Carroll, we talk about, flash, 1-year wonders? Are they is it real type? I mean, Corbin Carroll looks like the real deal to me when you have guys like Marte, Gurriel, and even Naylor, right? Even Suarez here. I think this is a real interesting lineup for Arizona in a tough division.
I totally agree. I mean, it's going to be a crazy year. It's so early, but I didn't put any bets in at all.
Also, NHL tonight, we got some shockers here, actually, or at least one of them. Sharks leading here 4-3 over the Leafs. End of 2. Kraken blowing out the Oilers again here 5-0. I say again, Oilers have actually won every game for the last 3 years against these guys, but we know the Oilers are hobbling right now, so they're down 5-0, and the Avalanche lead those Kings 4-0. Our game right there above my head here in the 2 games. You see Arizona down 8. They're at the line here. Makes the free throw, 89-82. Another one coming. Man, we've got drama. We've got drama right now. This is a game you want to keep an eye on right now with 3:20 to go. 89-83 right there makes that free throw. 6-point game. Duke's been unable to put these Wildcats away here at this point.
It's crazy, Ramon.
So you're saying Keith has a chance. Trisha M says, what do you call a hot gal on the arm of ACC?
Wow.
Anyone? What's the answer?
Well,
good question.
What does that mean?
Yeah, we're gonna need the answer, Trisha.
I'm not sure. I might be a little old. I might be a little too old for this chat. I don't know. Dallas beat the Flames 5-2 tonight. Good job by Dallas there on the back-to-back. We had
Let's go.
DeSmith in goal here, and they crushed them.
We'll celebrate a little Stars victory.
Tattoo? There you go. Tattoo.
Trisha M says a tattoo. Got the Cecil C in the building.
A winner.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning.
Too much winning. Buddy.
You guys like that one, but it creeps me out. I kind of.
Yeah, you like that movie, yeah.
It's just funny, that scene.
Can't wait to see number 2's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Number 2's coming out.
I believe that. Is it only exclusive to Netflix? Is that it?
I don't know.
Oh, I have no idea.
I did see it was a Netflix production, so impressive.
Both games coming down the wire now. Within 2 minutes to go here in the Duke game, 3 minutes to go in the Arkansas game, 2:45 actually. Arizona here.
I'm sweating on this ticket right now, Ramon. I'm really sweating.
91-83 here. Passing in here.
I hope you didn't rip that. No, wait,
Bryant, he's got it. 91-86. Bryant nails it here, and timeout.
Hope you didn't rip that ticket up yet, Keith.
Not quite yet, because it's virtual. I guess, the hands, honestly, I thought Arizona was left for dead, but unbelievable.
And look at Arkansas, only up by 3.
Wow, and here's a deep drive to right field. This one's gone. Polanco, shot, and
I'm moving on the Toronto Maple Leafs over the Sharks. They're down 1 goal. I got them plus 130.
I'm going to move right now on it.
I bet the Sharks pregame money line and puck line, so I can't join you on that journey.
I get it. I get it. Stop, Geo. Check out the. I know it's not your fucking question there response, but check out the fucking playbook. We got UFC fucking plays out there. I got a couple of
plays are fucking
firing,
firing, fucking, whatever.
Working the clock.
What do you got, boys? Good.
Oh, wow. Can't believe this Arizona game now. Can't believe it.
Yeah, Flag just got trampled there and knocked to the ground hard. To see, got pushed down to the ground there.
Ramon, I wish there was more time. If there was 5 minutes left, Arizona could take them down. But I don't think they're going to win.
Well, they're not toast here, but Arizona probably going to get this money. And you mentioned here now every possession key in the Arkansas-Texas Tech game. High drama all of a sudden. I was calling it too early, Razor. We've got some nice finishes here.
Wouldn't it be nice for Texas Tech at plus 1,100 to get this win? Just for
a little
reverse
that's all
inside there, loose ball.
Just for fanning. Oh,
good.
Just did to me after I said it aloud. Fucked up. It was beautiful.
Flag at the line also. Bury a free throw there. 6-point lead.
Hey, when the team name has Razor in it, you bet the money line.
That's it. That's for sure.
Are there any other Razor names though?
You only need one, Ramon. You only need one.
Of course, we need our own collab play, the Razor Ramon, of course, named after the great wrestler Scott Hall, who of course played Razor Ramon in famous wrestling lore.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Keith! Each and every stride with the gifted over on King. Shout out to Keith each and every stride. Every time we get a new sub, every time I get a gifted sub, we take a shot as a thank you and a welcome. Cheers.
Let's go, my friends. Cheers.
Well, it's been a great night. We're just about done here, I think, guys, and we're not unless we could get some overtime, but
I think Texas Tech going to overtime and stomping these.
Yeah, they did a nice job here to get that bucket, and now they've got Arkansas guys the ball here with a 3-point lead underneath. 45 seconds to go here. So see if they can't. Look at this! A little turnover here, Mike. They can tie it up here on this possession. 35 seconds to go. 3-pointer.
Speaking my language.
Tipped up, loose ball, knocks it. Whose ball is it? What's the call? Is it a foul? Or?
Looked like it was a foul against Texas Tech.
Yeah, he reached in there to knock it away, huh? Yeah.
Damn.
Duke up by 8.
Okay, Arizona the ball here. They're going to need to score quickly and start to play the foul game here if they can. Let's see what happens. They're down 8, so I think you probably just go for 2 here somehow and get in there. Almost a turnover there. There you go, right by the man, penetrates, scores. There's going to be no foul, so just go in and score. Then you can foul. You got to foul. You're going to have to foul. Down 6, you do have to foul here. It was only 30 seconds, 3 seconds on the difference between the shot and game. So you could try to play a little bit in the backcourt if you want, play a little trap game, and once you get across the half court, this is where you got to go foul now and stop the clock.
Did waste a little bit of a time here.
Yeah, we always play that backcourt, try to see if you could force a count there, but now you got to put them on the line here. And now you're going to see it's, probably Arizona will still get this money, but it's just going to be a matter of if they can get a field goal here, because after this point, if they don't, you might be in a position where in college, they do foul a little bit more. So we'll see. Arizona's got to go in and put the basket in first before they can try it. If they miss, that might be it. So let's see. Makes it here 96 to 88. Same thing here. Just go right down, drive around the guy, put it up and in. So 96 to 90. You're going to have to, oh, timeout.
96-90. Arizona down by 6 with 20 seconds left.
Thanks for a great production again, Razor, on Thursday night.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Razor. You did a great job.
Wow. Jeff even said he did a great job. Mr. Softy himself. No, I'm just joking.
He's getting soft, Keith. He's getting soft, Keith. Hey, Mike, you got something to say?
I'm just joking, Jeff.
Nope.
Come on, Mike. Look at the fucking screen. Shout out, Mike. Shout out. Do I have to do it, Razor?
Yeah, come on, Ramon. Give it to us.
Yeah, Keith.
In every
Each and every stride.
I'm looking at the fucking
on YouTube.
Set me up to fail.
Shout out to Keith. Thank you.
Keith, I appreciate you, my man. Thank you. This guy, I'm looking at kick. I'm watching. It's hard.
It is.
I don't have enough screens. I need 6, 7 screens is what I need. I think what we need next time is I'm going to put the
you got to get the extender for your laptop.
Yeah, I'm going to get the KitCast. I'm going to put that on my TV. I'll Bluetooth that over there, and then we'll reevaluate where we're at after that.
So we are on a review here. It's going to be Tech ball, you guys, with 24.6 seconds left. Has the ball. They could tie with a 3.
Here we go. Let's go, Cecil C.
Everybody settle down.
Switch on the screens here.
Cheers.
Everybody settle down.
15 seconds left here right now.
Cecil in the house.
Williams from way down. Oh, Williams!
Yeah. High game.
Left. We're tied 72 right now.
9
Williams
seconds left.
3 saves the season for Texas Tech, and we're tied.
Let's go, Tech.
Shout out to Razor for being on the stream.
Good times.
Arizona nails Duke nails a free throw here to make it 98-93. So going to take a miracle here, but Arizona just playing it out here.
Right.
Oh, Tech's in a 3 right there. That'll assure the spread there, I'm pretty sure, for the Wildcats here right now with 12.1 left. They'll look to foul again here. Not going to wait at all for the delay at this point. You have to foul right now. And Duke will go to the line.
Has 9 seconds left.
It really, honestly, the honest spread on this game for Arizona was +10. I'm sorry, Duke was +9.5. That's what it was. So, I mean, honestly, I wasn't willing to take that. I wasn't going to take it. But over was huge right now tonight.
Texas Tech on a 16-3 run here at the end of the game to get in this tie position here. Wow.
I have a bunch of Texas Tech plays here.
We're not done yet, Razor. We might get some overtime.
Let's get this.
Really well. Let's go with this Texas Tech.
We might get some overtime. 72-72. This is
this will be the first game for March Madness, right? For overtime. They haven't had any overtime plays yet, I think, at this point in the tournament. So
they had a buzzer beater, but no overtime. You're right, Mike.
Duke wins, and they'll go to the Elite Eight again here for the 3rd time in 4 years. Arizona gets the money, 193.
And yes, this is going to be big for the over-under as well, as it was 148. So if you got the under, you need a basket here. If you got the over, you need overtime.
Damn.
Oh, good point there. Yeah.
I'll take Texas Tech winning on the money line right now. I got them at 750, 850, 620. I don't know where that one came from. Plus 500. Yeah. Give it to me.
Shot the wine time in the building.
All right, we're getting set here. Look, it does feel like you're going to play, you're going to play for a shot and that's it. I mean, this is going to be a last-second field goal or it's going to be an overtime. I don't think they'll rush the shot here. Let's see what they got.
We see it on the big screen. We're all watching it.
Yep, here we go.
No!
No!
2-0. Wow.
Great job by Texas Tech. Give them a lot of credit here.
They are now minus 135. All of a sudden, my plus money spots look pretty fucking good. Let's go. Let's go, Tech. Let's cover this initial spread, too, while we're at it.
Gotta leave it to Coach Cal. He sure knows how to take his team out of the game.
Overtime. That's where dogs go to die.
Fuck yeah. Look at this game, huh? This Texas Tech was getting busted up, and they found a way to come all the way back here. The number 3 versus 10, they should not be getting busted up like they were, but they did. They came back. They found the neutralizer. They're rolling. Coach K, look at him.
It's a game.
Coach Cal,
it's a great game.
Yeah, excuse me.
You know what I meant. I mean, Coach, talked about it all day. He kind of played his hand here poorly for sure.
We like games. Games are fun.
Games are great. We like
Sacramento beat up on Portland tonight, 128-107. It's a final.
Ramon's great. He's the hottest. He's the best. He's hot. He's hot like a pepper. Ramon's hot. And he's gonna give us some plays. He's gonna give us the best plays. They're the greatest plays.
Grab his dick and twist it! You twist that dick!
And now that we share all of our plays in the Signal app, the whole world can see them.
Yeah. Ramon's a Democrat. He's not a Republican. And he doesn't see things like we do. But he sees things in their greatest thing.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning.
Well.
All right, I'm going to go here. One more here tonight. I'm going to go to the AFL.
Too much winning.
Football tonight. I'm going to give you the Western Bulldogs tonight over the Carlton Blues. This one goes off at 4:40 Eastern, 1:40 Pacific. Australian rules football. It's a closely rated match tonight in Friday night footy. I know it's Thursday here, but it's Friday there. Friday night footy tonight. Take the Western Bulldogs. Let me get the right spread here, actually, guys. I think they probably have taken some action here. Right now, take the Western Bulldogs minus 2.5 over the Carlton Blues tonight in Australian football.
Okay. Sounds good to me, Ramon. No, that's beautiful. Wow, that sounds amazing. Final.
Who's final?
No, that was the Duke final.
No. What was the final?
No, 123. So Duke, Arizona got that money by a couple.
That sucks. Oh, that's a big L. All right.
Yeah, give Arizona credit. Arizona's obviously did a nice job there, and Caleb Love, what a career! One more time against the Duke Blue Devils for Caleb Love. I think they said this was his 11th career game against Duke. Of course, the former North Carolina star, now playing at Arizona. Big night tonight, man. But you couldn't know Cooper Flagg had 30 points, by the way, in the game, guys.
In all fairness, fuck him and fuck Cooper Flagg too. You guys couldn't cover the spread for me. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Great college career.
I don't even stop, chill. Fuck yeah. I'll tell you what. Look at the playbook. There's some fucking solid plays out there. I don't know why I'm on screen, but I'll tell you what.
There's a question for you.
What's the question?
Rum or vodka tonight, brother?
Ooh, here we go. Rum or vodka?
Vodka.
Never rum.
Vodka to the hoop.
Never rum.
I'll tell you what. I do drink rum at an open bar at a wedding. I do drink it.
Listen, I'll tell you boys the truth here right now.
I drink rum and coke
bad
at an open bar at a wedding. I do.
Listen, here's the truth. Rum is dirty. It's dark, right? There's a reason it's dark. And you wake up the next day and you feel like shit. It's dirty. It's just dirt.
It's a bad hangover.
It's clear.
Rum's a bad hangover.
That's it.
Very, very bad hangover. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Stop, Gio. Fucking hit me up. I'll give you a couple of pints.
Look at that move. Look at that basket by Hawkins, you guys. What a strong move this is. A basket and a foul here. Key, watch this, you guys. Hawkins gets this pass, and look at how hard he aggressive here, and watch. Oh, didn't even use the glass.
So what do you guys think? I mean, obviously my Arizona bet was dead. Sweet 16, all dead, but not bad.
Michigan State. I'm rooting for Michigan State. Fuck all these other teams.
Exactly.
I like Houston. I respect Houston.
Let's go, Houston.
Yeah, I respect them.
I
respect them.
Hey, remember there was a stream? There was a stream where you went around the horn and you asked everybody, who did they think was gonna win?
No, that would happen.
Anyone else's team alive or just mine? Just ask it. Just ask it.
We're about to ask right now, Razor.
You're a fucking superhero, dude. I don't know what to say.
Final.
I'm telling you now, though.
Hawkins there with the bucket.
I'm rolling on Michigan.
That's his first field goal of the game.
I heard it.
Shout out to Keith each and every stride with the gifted sub.
And it goes to
Bill Zig. Bill Zig, welcome to the Kick Club. Cheers.
And then here comes Knox is going to go to the line here. Knox is a guy, you know what he does. He knocks him down. So let's see here. First free throw, down one here.
Let's go. Is it a shot?
Automatic, man, for this kid. Ties the game.
There's a big distraction here, right? Let's go. Let's go. Let's get him.
Second free throw. He's got it here.
All right, boys, I'm fucking dropping off. Appreciate it. You can.
Oh, you know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm about to say.
Softy or a softy.
What'd you say, Keith? That wasn't me. What'd you say, Keith?
Foul?
It's your echo.
Is that a foul?
That wasn't me, Jeff. I would never say something like that.
I'm sitting here waiting for you to say it.
I love you, Jeff.
Shout out to MMA
No,
Jeff
no,
2019.
No. What the hell? No.
Going to the line here.
How do you go to bed? It's overtime. That's that's how you know you're soft. And that, my friends, is why he is the king, the CEO, the founder of the scumbag. Shout to your friend, my friend, MMA Jeff. Look at him, fucking soft.
I wouldn't say the softest.
Hey, and has anyone ever left the stream in overtime? Have you? Is that even a thing in over? Not. This isn't the second half.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Shut up. They're not leaving the stream.
Yeah.
Second free throw good. It's back to a 1-point lead for Texas.
Was there something? Was there a good time? I'll tell you that. I was enjoying hanging out with you fellas.
Hey, Jeff, you want to have a drink? Let's have a drink, Jeff.
Fuck you, man. Razor.
Oh, I got blocked here. Here comes Tech.
Razor.
1-point lead. They got the ball.
Razor. Fuck you, Ramon. Hang on. Razor. Let me hear you say, fuck you, bud. Let me hear it.
What did you say? Say what?
Let me hear you say, fuck you, Mike.
Game for Tech.
This guy?
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Fuck you, Mike.
Who went to him?
What a move by Toppin.
I don't know why, Mike, but fuck you.
Thank you, Jeff, for coming by tonight.
Hey, do what I do.
It's overtime. And somewhere else to be. You can hang out with us for a few more minutes.
We're only in the Sweet 16 in the overtime. Hey, if you got to go, if it's bleeding real bad,
if you're weak, you got to go. Exactly.
I got to call you a couple of words, but
I don't want you to lose too much blood.
It was a good time.
Always
go.
And it was looks like it's going to be a disappointment. Well, my gal Alexiala, she's going to cover this game spread tonight, but Jesse Pegula serving for the match here in just
Jesse
but it'll be a great match here. Pegula will probably win it in 3. She's up 5-3, about to serve for the match here and close this one out. But Ayala will cover the game spread tonight, and a great effort and a great tournament for her.
Oh, excellent breakdown there, Ramon. And of course, Jesse's gonna fucking crush it.
Well, Jesse's a friend. You know, she's been a good friend of mine, but lately something's changed. It ain't hard to define.
Wow. It sounds like a rock and roll song. That's a rock song.
Got himself a girl, and I want to make her mine.
Yeah, it's a girl downtown that didn't feel well, but I made her feel well. Exactly.
We got 1:25 left here in OT.
So how about my Arizona ticket? Listen,
Arkansas hits a 3.
Oh,
81.
Wow.
1:12 left on the clock. Texas Tech has the ball.
Damn.
Texas Tech takes it to the rim. Hook shot. It's good.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. What a shot right there.
83-81. We got a minute left here.
Great shot by the All-American.
Arkansas has the ball. Almost stolen, but they dish it out to the right. Here comes Texas Tech with a screen. They take it to the rim. He dishes it up, and it's good. 83-83.
Yeah! The shot making is off the chart.
34 seconds left. We got 30 seconds on the play clock, 23 on the clock.
I guess you'll just play for one. Are you going to call timeout here?
Oh, you have to, right?
No, they're going to go for it. When you got the man in there, let's see what he does here. He's going to work with the ball.
Texas Tech, he takes it down low. He throws it up. It's good. 7 seconds.
God.
Arkansas gets the ball.
Them. Let's get it.
Let's get
it. Throws it up. No good. Texas Tech wins.
Great.
Huge.
For Texas Tech here.
Wow. Plus money. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What a great comeback by Tech. Man, this is
plus 650, plus 500, plus 450, plus 310. Let's go.
Texas Tech comes.
Are you serious?
Oh, we gotta ask Razor Sharp, where were you on?
We might not have a Cinderella, but I think Texas Tech is the team that the fans can get behind.
What was the question?
What were you on?
Oh, I didn't have any bet on that game.
Williams with that incredible
scumbag motherfucker.
Could have argued. Could have been some contact there, but doesn't matter.
Fuck you, Ramon. Shit talking Razor.
Shit talking everybody, it sounds like.
Great show, you guys. Great night.
Hey. Fuck it. Almost 1 a.m. Here I am.
Great job.
That's everybody in the chat.
Appreciate everybody.
That's going to do it for us here on our Thursday night stream live over on Kick and on YouTube. Shout out to everybody in the chat. But, of course, before we go out, let's go around the horn. Keith, each and every stride, what do you got for the chat? Where can they find you?
Thank you so much, Razor. I appreciate it very much. Listen, you can follow me at every stride on X Twitter. But listen, I really appreciate everybody's horse racing expertise for sure. Now it comes down to listen. Sorry, somebody blew up my phone here.
Oh,
I gotta say it. Shout out to Razor Picks and Sports Money and everybody in the chat. It comes down to that. No other excuse. Thank you so much for having everybody in the support here in this chat and everybody. Thank you so much. I'm a little fucked up, as you can tell. Cheers.
Cheers to Keith, each and every stride. Sports Money, Ramon. What do you got for the chat? Where can they find you?
Well, I can't top that, so I'll just come back and do a show tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific and 6. I don't even know what time now. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Tomorrow morning on the Sports Money Network. And we're going to do it. We're not going to do it here tomorrow, but I mean, we're going to have some great games tomorrow with the Sweet 16. Hey, we got the finishes we were looking for. At least they were exciting. Didn't quite go my way, but was worth it to have some excitement tonight. So we'll see. Man, Texas Tech, they feel like they're the public darling here. You got to latch on to one of these teams. They'll be up against the Florida Gators next. So congratulations. What a win for Texas Tech. Thanks, Razor. Thanks for producing the show once again.
Let's go. Shout out to Ramon. Nice work as always. MMA Jeff, CEO of the Softies. What do you got for the chat? Where can they find you?
I will own the CEO. However, you can check out the fucking content on First Strike. We got fucking Ramon, as he just mentioned. We got pre-gaming 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. And well, you can check out the community tab. Is it called the community tab?
Post.
Post down.
We'll call it community post. I got a whole fucking bunch of plays out there, and they're gonna hit. So follow along.
I apologize to all the people on Kick. It was quiet for a little bit. He's too soft to come on Kick, so he's only on YouTube. But shout out to MMA Jeff. Thank you for joining us. I'm Razor Sharp Picks. I'm going to give a shout out to everybody in the chat, and Mike's going to put a bow on it. AOD, Fernando, Stop Geo, Red Beard, Dougie Wise. Appreciate you for joining us. As always, Trisha M, Ron Young, Cecil C, Joseph Alvarado, Wine Time, Smoke and Mirrors. Appreciate you for joining us as always. And of course, shout out to all the gifted memberships and the new members. Shout out to Zoe as well. Perky, thank you for tuning in. Shout out to Lucky Power BB Girl over on X, Lurk, Gene. Thank you to everybody in the chat. I'm Razor Sharp Picks. You can find me tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern, betting on the horses, racing with Razor. Mike M, Pimp Slap, play of the day. Put a bow on it. Where can they find you? What do you got for them?
Goddamn, what a lot of fun tonight. It's infectious, right? This channel here, we go over live, we roll Kick, we give you guys all those games, we commentate as well with this all-star panel here. Shout out to all you boys. Ramon Scott, Keith Each Every Stride, MMA Jeff, my man, Razor Sharp Picks. You guys can follow us on the reg Thursday nights. You know, nobody does it better than this crew. Appreciate everybody rocking with us. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't done so already. We'll see you guys again real soon. Appreciate you.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Until next week, good luck and get that cash.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please.